Hello gamers, welcome to a brand new DSP video. I'm just gonna say it, this is gonna be probably a potential toxic video because DSP went on a crazy rant this past weekend and man, it was quite the experience. So let's get right into it. It all started on a Saturday night after a Hades 2 stream. Because man, a lot of shit happened. So let's get into it. Let's get going.
It's Hate Army, bro.
Hate Army.
Shout out to Hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout out to
Army.
Hate.
Shout out to Hate.
Shout out
Shout out to Hate.
Shout out to Hate.
Shout out for hate.
Shout out to Hate.
Alright. That's it for this run. Next time around, guys, we'll just continue right from here. Alright? New weapon to try next time. Alright, thank you all. Great stream tonight. For those
Hold up. What is the quality? Alright. We're doing big boy quality today.
who did support the stream tonight, I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time for more Hades 2. Alright.
Alright.
Alright, guys, well.
Now we get to the real Phil shows up. The real Phil comes out to play.
I'm gonna be honest with you because you know I'm an honest dude, right?
He's gonna be very honest. He's an honest dude as he tries to figure out how to quit the game.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed because
Look how confused this dude is. He opens the Steam menu. It says exit game. He looks at it. I don't know what that means. Leaves, then goes down to quit.
how long people said, hey, Phil, you totally
whatever.
need to have like
No,
a PC to
whatever.
play indie games on. You neglect indie games. You don't play them.
Okay, let's hear this.
Yeah, I'm a little
again.
disappointed because
Yeah.
for how long people said, hey, Phil,
Hey Phil.
you totally need to have like a PC to play indie games on.
No one said that. Literally, the beautiful thing about indie games in the current year, for the most part, is they're on every platform. The only benefit you get from having a PC when it comes to indie games is when you get early access stuff. But guess what? DSP doesn't really need early access or whatever. Because he doesn't do it. I mean, if he cared about early access, then why not play Baldur's Gate 3, man? But I guess it's because he didn't have a mini PC. I'm stupid, okay? Whoops. Sorry, it happens. But anyways, he doesn't really even need it because this dude could just say, well, I'm waiting for the full game to come out, man. And that's it. You know, why play an early build, man? It's not finished. Whatever. Because DSP is not one of these people who gives a fuck about playing games when they're like in development like this. He doesn't give a fuck. Whatever. So he doesn't need a PC to play indie games. The reason why people are saying, oh man, why don't you play indie games on his mini PC is because he got the mini PC and like refuses to use it. He finds a game he can actually use it for and he's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to play it anymore. And it's like, dude, you got a mini PC. Like, come on. And the thing is, I was debating in this video, debating in my mind, to play the clip from the Q&A stream he did, but I just didn't want to do that because this is a loaded video anyway. This dude goes on and on in that video like, I don't need to ask for support, I get support, man. Oh, look how cool I am, man. Look at this, I can do this, I can do that, I can do all this kind of cool stuff. And look at him, he gets one slow stream of Hades 2, and this dude is acting as if he's gonna be evicted tomorrow. Like, Sunday, the HOA is gonna show up at his doorstep and say, Miss the Bernelios, leave, get out of here. But that's not gonna happen because, you know, come on.
You neglect indie games. You don't play them. And so I have a mini PC now.
Dude, he neglects indie games because this dude, the thing that I get really fucking talked to when it comes to this guy about indie games because this dude LARPs so hard. Like, people should give indies a chance, man. I love indie games. Oh, man, indie games are so cool. And then when a new game comes out that people are interested in, he, like, doesn't want to play it and then just plays it later on where it becomes more dependent on how he's going to stream it for it to be a success or not, or whatever the fuck. But this dude, like, just keeps saying how much he wants people to be exposed to it, but he refuses to expose people to indie games. And then the ones he plays, guess what? They're all on Game Pass. And this dude also LARPs saying, how do they make money on Game Pass? Oh my god, these poor indie studios. But this dude always only wants to play them when they're on Game Pass. He doesn't want to buy them, because guess what? This dude will keep reminding you, he paid... He upped the price to $40. It's like $30, maybe $25 even. But who the fuck's calling me? I don't recognize this number. Oh my god. Oh wait, I'm back. Obviously it was a very important phone call. I had to pick it up. Don't worry. I told them to shut the fuck up and tip me next time. Okay, it was someone who wants to give me a giant tip, and he was like, Theo, how can I give you a huge tip? We gotta do it over the phone. So I did it, and then the guy said that he was charging me back, so it was all bullshit anyway. I tried to make a joke. It didn't land. Okay, so sorry. You know, I'm gonna fucking drink some bleach after this. All right, This is my punishment, actually. This is my punishment. This is my hell. Let's get back to hell.
Now, right? Everyone's like, oh, dude, Hades 2.
Let's
You
just
need to
rewind
have like a
this.
PC to play indie games on. You neglect indie games. You don't play them.
Man.
And so,
Yeah, this dude, I hate when he talks about fucking indie games. He just keeps crying about, guys, indie games. It's like, these are cheaper games than the fucking AAA releases that are coming out. And he's acting as if he had to put the house on a second mortgage to fucking buy Hades 2. Like, this is the thing that, like, is insane to me. He played Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. He liked the game, good for him, yippee. He plays that game. He plays all these other, like, AAA games that are $70, $60 to $70, mostly $70 at this point. And he sits there and it's like, oh, the game didn't get a lot of support, and he keeps playing it anyway, whatever the fuck. And he sticks with it. Hades 2, a $30 game, and it's like, he got $35 this stream. He probably got $30 the last time he played Hades 2. And he got the amount to buy Hades 2 2 times. He already made the money back for buying the game. In terms of, like, making your money back on investment, this is a success, pretty much. Think of it like a movie, right? Where they put in like X amount of budget, then it does very good at the box office, enough where it starts making his money back, and then some. That's what this is. And he's sitting there like, I don't know, man, no one's engaged, and blah blah blah. But I thought that you don't care about people, about views or anything. You just want to have a good time and have a good game. Okay.
So I have a mini PC now, right?
Right.
Everyone's like, oh, dude, Hades 2 came out, early access. You gonna get it?
Yeah, you know the reason why they told him that? Get this, guys, it's gonna blow your mind. He really liked Hades 1. He loved Hades 1. So naturally, if the dude who says, oh, Hades 1 is so good, I love Hades 1, and then like a sequel's announced, you're gonna just have the thought in the back of your head, oh, I should tell this guy that Hades 2 is coming out and it's on early access, he has a mini PC and he could play it. Because, you know, he likes the game, correct? So they do that, and now he's like, well, you see, you said, are you gonna get it? Look at the stream, man. But this dude played it on a marathon, and then chose to play it after the fact. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous that he's going to go through this little, like, loop of nonsense.
And I spent the money on it, and I played.
Yeah, he spent the money on it for the marathon that he did to play the game initially, where he made like what, a couple of $100, and he's gonna sit there and act as if like that his wallet is still sore from spending $30. Are you fucking kidding me? He spent $70 on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Will not go back to that game, by the way. And he's less upset about that than a game that he paid for, made the money back, and is just not getting $50 in at least. And people are not like in chat saying, I love you, Phil, I love Hades 2, I love it. I love it here. You know, like it. And it's like, dude, you made enough money. Why can't you just play the game? Just play the game and then just enjoy it. But this dude, it's just ridiculous. It's never enough for this guy.
I played it in the Indies Marathon, and I'm playing it now. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's really not working. If it weren't for Game Checker coming by tonight, no exaggeration, if Game Checker didn't come by tonight, I didn't even make $10 on this stream.
Get this! Get this! See, this is the part where part of me was like debating playing the Q&A stream. This fucking part right here, right now. Remember the video I did where it was kind of a rough video? I kind of struggled to make that video, to be honest, in hindsight, but I think it got the point across. This is a more poignant example here. A person in the Q&A stream said, well, Phil, you see, you got like $50, but like 30 of that amount is from one guy. Isn't that like concerning or whatever the fuck? And he's like, so what? Yeah, what brings us apart? So what, man? So what? So what? What happened? What happened to that, Phil? What happened to this? So what? So what? So what? So what? One person supports the stream. So what, man? But now, one person supports the stream. Guys, one person supported the stream. I can't have that. Like, it's really shit like this. It's been happening way too frequently. Like, before, it would just be kind of like, you know, he would say something 5 months ago, and then he'd, contradict it 5 months later, whatever. And that at least is like, okay, you know, whatever. But this is the shit that just keeps happening, and it's just, it is so obnoxiously frustrating. And it's like, dude, I to a point, it's like, yeah, I'm wasting fucking brain power on this fucking bullshit, sure, but it's so fucking ridiculous that this dude says this to his audience, and his audience is so dented and stupid that they cannot even like realize that this dude is just telling them bullshit all the way. And this dude got so used to just saying bullshit that works on them that he doesn't even catch himself anymore in any of this. It is phenomenal how this dude has such a fucking fan base that is so stupid that they cannot fucking listen to the shit the person they watch is saying to them. They can't fucking think about it. It's just no thought. Just say shit and clap.
Stream. And it's not even a matter of that. Take a look at the attention. It didn't even have consistent 200 viewers the stream. Like, what the hell's going on?
Dude. I think, like, in the daily rap on Sunday night, he said, oh, well, we got, like, 190 and 200 views, like, here and there, and that's normal and great. But this game gets 190 views or whatever the fuck? Oh, that's awful. Of course, because it's an indie game, so fuck it. This is the same shit that goes on with Nintendo games. Indie games and Nintendo games have insanely high bars to be successful than any other game. If he was playing like Call of Duty and he got like $30, he wouldn't care. He'd say, "Oh, this is a good night, yippee," and then go to sleep with his fat fucking wife. But since this is an indie game, this has to be like a massive success, and people have to be jumping up and down in chat and sucking my dick that I'm playing an indie game. This dude, and you're gonna get into this into like the podcast he did, but this dude, like, to a point, probably does this shit thinking that his chat is gonna be like kissing the ground he's walking on for playing Hades 2. And it's like, dude, you're just a streamer. No one is gonna start doing backflips because you're playing a fucking game. That's like me just withholding making DSP videos until someone started doing backflips saying, Theo, we love your videos. Oh my god, he's doing a DSP video. Yippee. Like, dude, just do shit you want to do. Why does he want people to feel such a massive reward for him doing a fucking stream?
It's a brand new game. This is not an old game. This is a brand new game. I'm playing it new. It just came out, right? And this is what people ask for over the years. We want more. We don't want
like like what, in March, maybe April, whatever. And he played it in like May. Okay.
Playing mainstream games, right? We want you playing more of this. Just came out, right?
Right.
And this is what people ask for over the years. We want more. We don't want you only playing mainstream games, right? We want you playing more of this kind of game, Phil. No, I don't think so. I mean, I'll be honest with
this dude has complained how AAA games are stale, they're boring, whatever the fuck. He had these rants many times. And then said, oh, there's not a lot of games coming out. Oh, it's a light year. Dude, recently Jeff Keighley said, oh, this Game Fest is gonna have like a very light game release, which is really funny that he admits that. And he says that, and you just fucking know DSP is gonna fucking gobble that shit up. He's gonna be, well, even Jeff agrees with me, this and that. And it's like, yeah, okay, if there's no AAA games, then just play indie games, whatever. What else is he gonna do? But this dude is like, okay, you know what? Then what games can he play? Oh, Paper Mario. Yeah, that's an RPG. He doesn't want to play RPGs except for Fallout 4 because JRPGs are awful and they eat time or whatever the fuck. Like this dude, it's so disingenuous. This whole thing, and it just gets worse. It like just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop.
Honest with you guys, right? I don't think that was ever the case. I think that my audience has always been an audience that wants to attend mainstream games.
This dude has also said, I don't want to be the guy who plays brand new games. He fucking said that. But guess what? He's the guy that plays brand new games forever now, it seems. And then he's like, well, you guys have proven to me that I can play whatever I want and you guys will support it. Remember, that was the other part of that fucking Q&A stream. No matter what I do, you guys will support it. And then he does whatever this is. You guys didn't support it, so clearly I can't do whatever I want. Like, fuck off. Fuck off. You got $35 that stream, and this dude has the gall to say, oh, not every stream can be a winner. It's okay, I can balance. I think even during the Like a Dragon streams, he said he literally balances games that's a successful game that gets a lot of support with a game that doesn't get a lot of support because it balances each other out or whatever the fuck he wants to say. Even though it just doesn't make sense. Again, the more you think about what DSP tells you, you're gonna become insane. You're just gonna be insane. Like, you'll probably need to be institutionalized, but by just listening to him, has nothing to do with this hating him or anything as much as he wants to say that, oh, if you hate me, you must be crazy. No, just listening to him just makes you fucking nuts because this dude just has nothing to fall back on, nothing to make you care what he's playing, and it's just garbage all the time. And this dude will continuously tell you other streamers are shills. These people are fake. They are forced to do stuff that they don't want to do, man. But at least they're not fucking crying every fucking night and saying bullshit like this.
And when I play the smaller scale games, unless it's like a Souls-like Another Craft Treasure was.
Dude, that was being bailed out by one person. One person supported it, and this dude, again, you'll go crazy listening to this dude because he has said it during the Baldur's Gate 3 stream. Oh, I can't do streams where I only make enough tips or whatever the fuck. He got support this fucking stream. Oh, well, I need tips now. Fuck you. What do you want, bitch?
I'll be honest, I don't think that people care. At least most of my mainstream audience, okay? So,
they don't care.
Again, what I think it is, sadly, it is a vocal minority that yells at me and says that I'm doing the wrong thing over the years.
Vocal minority! Dude, just drink some bleach, please.
In reality, the truth is, the games that I usually stay away from are ones that just don't really work, right? I like this game a lot. I loved the first one. I'm playing.
So he stays away from games that don't work. Okay, I got a question then. How did Hades 1 work? He says this, but this is a sequel to Hades 1, so how does Hades not work when Hades worked? Like, that in of itself is just an example of something that doesn't make any sense, which yet again, guess what? Hades 1 was bailed by Game Tracker yet again. That was a game that was carried by one person, same with Metroid Dread, but these were saved games and amazing games. He plays Hades 2. Well, see, guys, I knew this would happen. Like, no, you didn't, because it's Hades 2. A sequel to a game you said worked. He just doesn't understand that the thing is, people will just support whenever, and that's what he tells us every day. They'll support whenever, man. Blah, blah-dee, blah, blah, blah. But this is like one stream, and this dude is acting as if like him doing this made him like go bankrupt again. But this dude made the money back for this game already. And he's like, I don't know, man. He got $35 and then he got another tip in the multiverse stream, which I think that also squeaked out $50. Like, dude, come on. He's only $20 away from $50. Like, this is the same shit where he's like, oh, he's $10 away from $50. Is that really that big of a difference? How is that a failure? You're just 10 short of 50. Like, dude, he's acting as if he got like $10, but you see what he did though? Oh, see, if it wasn't for Game Tracker, I wouldn't even have $10. Dude, I thought it doesn't matter. But of course it does, because DSP doesn't know what he wants anymore. This dude will just sit there and cry. Nothing's enough. But then he'll just say, oh gosh, I don't care. But again, notice that all this stuff where he says he doesn't care about tip support. Oh, as long as I'm having fun, blah, blah, blah. Got $1 on the tip board, and I'd still be having fun and playing the game, man. I don't care about tips and support. I just care about having fun. But he says all these rants conveniently, right? When he has like, what, $200 in tips. It's so easy. It's really like a dude who eats nothing but meat saying, I can be a vegetarian, man. But man, this steak, yummy. Like, it's shit like that. It's so easy to say, yeah, man, I don't care about this stuff when it doesn't affect you. But when it does happen and the bluff is called, oh, suddenly he falls back. And he's like, wait a second, guys, not like this. Because this dude is such a fucking scammer. He wants fucking money so bad. And this dude is like, well, the trolls are spitting me negatively. Dude, I'm watching this and it's just insane the shit he's saying when he has $35. So many streamers that would probably be happy with $35. And all these people who give him money, they always get this treatment. Friday Night Fights get the same amount of support. And he's like, yeah, man, we love it here. Like, dude, fucking choke on bleach.
Playing this one now, I can't even get 200 people to watch. Why? The game is good. As I told you guys, what I want to do is I want to have chill streams like we used to. We used to have late night streams of games like this where we would just relax and talk all night.
Oh,
but
man.
A lot of the times people weren't even saying anything in chat. I want to say thank you to Game Tracker. Thank you to the regulars who were here, because there's quite a few regulars who were trying to keep stuff going.
So wait. He says no one was doing anything, but there were people that were talking. What? So why didn't you talk to them then? What is this complaint? Dude, just shut up. Shut up. Find out what you want and go for it. If you don't know what you want and you don't know what the fuck you're doing, maybe it's time to walk away a little bit. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, the good news is this is early access. It's not a huge deal, right? But we're here because there's quite a few regulars who were trying to keep stuff going. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, the good news is this is early access. It's not a huge deal.
It's early access. It's not a huge deal. That's the good thing, right? Then why the fuck does it matter? This dude is yet again just saying bullshit. He is just saying bullshit. He is just spewing nonsense, just at rapid speeds, just blah 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 blah. Like, god damn it, dude. Like, dude, if it's not a big deal that oh, it's only early access, then what is this? Why is it a big deal? Why does it matter? Why does this determine the fate of Hades 2 if it's early access and it's not a big deal? Oh, I run a business. Like, dude, why don't you just pair this with a game that is supported then, stupid? But no, every stream ideally wants to hit $50 every stream ideally. That way he can get at least $100 a day. If he can't get that, then Cat's gonna get hungry. And he doesn't want that because Cat might do some drastic things which he's hungry. But this dude is like just sitting there just saying bullshit. If it's not a big deal, then just take the $35 and jump around all night. Like, why the fuck are you just sitting there belly aching about stuff that's not a big deal?
Right? But
Right?
at the same time, this was something I wanted to keep in the rotation as a playthrough. I don't know if I could do that. If I'm going to have streams with less than 200 people, And if Game Tracker doesn't show up, I make less than $10, then I don't think it works for the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the game, but I don't have the freedom to just play games I like all the time. Sadly, you know, I don't.
But you're not playing this all the time. You're not playing this all the time. It's like what? Once every other day he's playing this game? Once a week, twice a week, or whatever the fuck? And he's making money on other fucking playthroughs. This one playthrough just cannot stomach being less than $50. It just can't. He's gonna lose his house? No, he won't. He has made less money and continue to live in that stupid house. But this dude is like talking as if he keeps getting like $5 with Hades 2 that he's playing like twice a week, he's suddenly gonna magically lose the house. He will get evicted if he keeps playing Hades 2, and it's a short game. According to him, and it's not even finished. And this dude is talking really as if he keeps playing this game, he's gonna lose the house. This dude needs to shut up. He needs to fucking grow up and understand sometimes it's okay to make $35 or less sometimes. If this is the job he's in. If this is such a big deal, then maybe it is time to get a part-time job. But no, he can't do that because he'll make less money. Like, it is just insane how much you can go down a rabbit hole with his fucking arguments and realize it doesn't make sense. He makes more money doing this than having a part-time job, but if he keeps doing this, it won't be profitable. Huh? So then you don't make as much money then, correct? But no, he makes enough because guess what? His fucking fans, the supporters, don't care, and they love giving him money. They love this shit. This is their kink. This is where they get off. They go to Phil's stream, and when Phil's like, oh, you guys suck, they probably are beating it like Derek. They're probably doing Derek shit when he's shitting on them, because that's their kink. They love it. They love it. They love it there.
I wish I did. If that were the case, I'd be playing JRPGs. I'd be playing all these different games. You know what I'm saying? So, all I could say is, give it one more shot. Like, maybe play it one more time later this week.
And then we get the ultimatum. Then an ultimatum. And man, one day I'm gonna find the clip. I don't know if I can. It's a very specific fucking clip. Very specific. He told his audience he loves giving them ultimatums because they will support the next stream or whatever the fuck. He says something like that, and it just blew my mind. Like, this dude openly says he loves doing this shit because it gives them, like, FOMO almost. This dude is such a fucking sleazy motherfucker that he's saying, like, oh yeah, man, if we'll give it one more chance. If it doesn't work out, I'm killing Hades too. I'm gonna pull the trigger. Like, dude, come on. It's a fucking video game.
Does, and if it continues with this pattern, then I guess that's probably it. And then we try other stuff. And whether it's stuff on the PC or not, I don't know. You know, we have
won't be on the PC.
That people were saying I should try runs in.
He fucking hates his mini PC. He only wanted to play fucking Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger. And then he just left it there. I really hope that the fucking dumbass who gifted it to him really loves how the usage he's getting out of it. Where he just kind of, as an afterthought, and then when he does use it, he is like saying, this is why I don't want to use it, man. And he belly aches about it. Like, dude. Someone gifted me a capture card. Not capture card, a capture device. It was like an old Elgato that did not really work that well with my computer. It's an Apple computer, so it's not the device's fault. It's the computer at that point. But I made it to work, and I was very thankful for it because I was able to do a little bit more than just, oh, I'm gonna do a video talking about this guy now, and I was able to stream more games. I was, my Persona 3 playthrough was on that thing. Hold on. I'm just very popular today, guys. Okay, I was a super duper popular. Oh, that was the dude who was gonna charge me back. I said, go away. Fly to troll land, whatever. Okay, I'm going back to hell. Let's go back to hell. We're still here. I don't know if we'll ever make it to the podcast at this rate.
We had Stardew Valley that people said I should do late night chill streams in. Well, I'm gonna be honest. It seems like they're all gonna turn out like today.
Dude. You know what's funny about Stardew Valley? Jordan, a brand new whale that DSP is definitely gonna milk. Definitely gonna milk the fuck out of him. I feel that he's afraid if he plays Stardew Valley that Jordan will just wail the fuck out in that playthrough, and then will go away. He's gonna try to see him fool Jordan, in the sense that he's gonna just keep baiting Jordan, and Jordan will be the CM Fool guy, where he's gonna keep tipping or super chatting Phil saying, "I want you to play Stardew Valley. Play Stardew Valley." And you're like, "I say to play Stardew Valley, man. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do Call of Duty, okay? So thank you, Jordan, for the super chat. And okay, let's move on." Next day, "Hey Phil, I love your content, but man, Stardew Valley, are you gonna play it?" And it's gonna be that. He's gonna try to milk him for that. And maybe when he's super duper desperate, he will play Stardew Valley and then just milk him proper. And then we'll pray to the whale gods that Jordan will not go away, and we'll keep giving him money after that. He doesn't want that well to dry just yet. Once you give money to Phil and you have a very fucked up personality, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. He's gonna hook you in, and he's not gonna let you go. You're gonna have to go bankrupt first. Well, that's not necessarily true, but you're gonna have to like be in financial ruin to get away. Like once he's in your little PayPal account, he ain't gonna leave. He really learned a lot from Wells Fargo. I'll put it that way, right? Correct?
They're all the same style, indie style game. They don't have giant mainstream appeal. They don't have a million people talking about them, right? They're still fine games.
Why do you want mainstream appeal, Phil? I thought you like your little curated audience. Now it's like, well, this doesn't have a mainstream appeal. You don't have that mainstream. You have a curated audience.
This game is great. No lie, I really love this game.
Do you?
I do. I think this is a splendid game. I want to keep playing it. But 2 nights in a row now that we've played it, we had less than 200 viewers, and like one person would come by with a big contribution, and that's the only reason why it was even a decent night. And that's, I'll be honest, that does...
Again, as DSP said to that one guy, so what? So what? And you know what? This dude named that video a live roasting of a detractor, or a live roasting of a troll. And look where we're at. Look what we're doing. He roasted that troll so much that even he got burned. This dude just proved that troll correct. Literally, that he should delete that video. That video aged fucking awful, but that's classic Phil. Classic Burnell.
That does not hold water for me. There's other games I could be playing. There's other games people want to see me play that are upset that I'm not playing, right?
Right? Correct?
I know. Jade says, I love this. I know. Generation Z says, I appreciate this.
Oh my god,
so
Jade,
fun. I know. But sadly,
you guys are not 200
sitting
people
here
giving me money.
It has to be part of my business as well.
Tell your mom to give me money.
Let's see. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to play it again on Tuesday night. I'm going to talk about this on the podcast and the like. And we'll see what happens.
And the like.
But,
fucking...
I like the game a lot. I want to keep playing it. It just, I don't know how it's going to work if it doesn't seem to be getting much or any attention from the viewers. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks. Libsyn says, this is...
Let's take a look at this little thing. Temps to drop tomorrow. So you got a little weather report there. Okay. Oh, he did download Fightcade, and then he never used it. The Microsoft Edge, man, and he has Chrome. Oh man. Well, I guess he used Edge to download Chrome, but I kind of don't believe he uses Chrome. I think he used Microsoft Edge. He's not a Chrome guy.
For me, it could be true for others. I'm waiting for the full release, so I'm not going to be watching. Well, I hear you, but who knows when the full release is out, right? It could be. I think they even said they don't think it'll be out till next year, is what they said. You know.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say. I'm just, you know me. I tell it straight.
You know me.
I'll play it again on Tuesday night. Let's see what happens. I'll talk about this on the podcast. I'll talk about this in the Daily Wrap. If we can get more people to start showing up and hanging out and engaging and talking and supporting, then I'll keep it in the rotation. But
look how much you have to do for this guy. Look how much you have to do for him to do anything. Wow.
It's gonna be less than 200 people, and it's almost dead in the chat. And it's one person supporting it. I can't keep playing it. You know.
Again, so what? So what, Phil? So what if one person supports? They support it. Okay, so what, right? Correct?
Oh. It really sucks. I love it. I want to keep playing it. I feel like it's a great game, but I don't have that flexibility to keep playing whatever I want. You know, I got to keep the balance going with things people are going to show up for. So it's a shame. I love it. And I even got it working great with my setup now, right? Like we had no technical issues at all.
Oh my god,
tonight.
this tech
It
shit,
went really,
like,
really
dude,
well.
it's so fucking cringe how this dude is like flexing his tech shit, but I've said this before. He never had an invested interest in doing any of this, and I know some people think it's because of June the King's video. He's gonna use this as a way to defend himself if June the King's video is too toxic, whatever the fuck. And I get that. I also just think this little like shit he does is stuff he does here and there just for the sake of it, not to improve his content, just so that he can say I did something. Like think when he got the capture device when he first started. He didn't do it because he wanted to. He did it because he was forced to. He couldn't just keep doing the camera at the TV anymore. So he just kind of did it out of necessity at the last possible second. And it's just a stubbornness about it. And this is stuff that's like, you know, okay, wow, you bought a new capture card. Like, this is like low hanging fruit of stuff you could do to your streams. And it doesn't improve what you're doing. It just makes it look better. Just, you know, like, whatever.
Oh, tonight. So, well, that's life. Again,
Like,
let's
why
see how
didn't
it
you do
goes when
this
we play it
before?
again. All right? All right, guys. Well, that is going to be it for tonight. Remember that tomorrow is React Day. All right, which means that tomorrow there is no gameplay whatsoever. Instead, we're going to be doing my Clips React show over on DSP Reacts, DSP versus the Internet, on the first stream after the podcast. And then tomorrow night, which I'm really looking forward to, is Retro React Mario and Sonic at the 2012 Olympic Games. When we did this last week, we had a ball. The game is so funny.
Your friends.
And just, you know, the commentary and us doing the co-op gameplay, you know, in 2012 when we played it was so much fun that I can't wait to actually continue that.
Dude,
It
this
was,
shirt
you know,
is
so
so
good. We're actually in the
fucking
middle of this thing
ugly.
called London
Like, man,
Party, which is like a
has
freaking
no taste.
a board game party style game. 4 players and competing, trying to steal each other's stickers and stuff off of it.
Man.
It's really neat. And I really, you know, I'm enjoying the heck out of it. And I can't wait to
And I
watch
love
it again
when he
tomorrow.
talks about this fucking event, he always brings up John Rambo. Like, literally, I kind of watched a little bit of it last night, and dude, past Phil and modern Phil both ignore the fuck out of Joe. Like, why is Joe even there? And it's kind of like you know, people brought up like, oh, why are you milking your friends, man? And this that, and he says John was paid, and I'm just thinking like, what about Joe? Was he ever paid? What about Joe? Did he know that was an option? Did he know he could get paid? Or were you just paying John because he had to get paid to go from New York to Connecticut? Interesting, right? And it's like, dude, Joe gets like no fucking acknowledgement. Like, it must suck. It must suck for Joe. Honestly, Joe probably hates Phil the most. What if one day Joe's gonna make a video and he's gonna like say, yeah, this guy, he fucking sucks. You won't believe it. I show up and guess what? He is just buddy with John and he didn't say hi to me ever.
All of you. If you're looking for gameplay, Monday we come back for gameplay. It's going to be more Fallout 4 and Street Fighter 6 on Monday.
And again,
okay?
it shows a bad behavior from Phil that he just ignores the fuck out of Joe, doesn't acknowledge him at all, treats Howard like shit. It really speaks volumes for the kind of character DSP is to just really like hard ignore Joe and just treat Howard like shit. I mean, even by Phil's own words. You watch the fucking react he did on the Rambo Howard video, and DSP pretty much told us that he purposely guilt-tripped Howard to show up to his party, even though Howard wants to spend time with his girlfriend. And it's just, I will never let that go, because this dude is Mr. I need to spend time with my family. I love spending time with my wife, as this dude wedged himself and pulled Howard away from his girlfriend. I just want you to think about that every fucking time he is sitting there telling you about how much he wants to spend time with Kat, And just ask yourself, why didn't he allow Howard to spend time with his girlfriend? Why was he more important than his girlfriend, huh?
Okay. All right, everyone. Well, I want to say thank you for a great streaming day. I really enjoyed Multiverses earlier today. Even though Velma sucks now, which is disappointing, I still had a good time. And I had a great time with you here tonight with Hades 2. I want to play it again, but we are going to play it again Tuesday night, and we'll see what happens, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap
Oh, the
for
color
what was
changed significantly.
wow, I almost forgot the day. For what was Saturday, June 1st,
yes.
2024. A day of varied gameplay. A day where finally we had no real technical issues or problems, and we're able to do things smoothly.
Oh man!
A day
he
when
told us
I added
even,
another new
like,
piece of
last
tech to my
year,
setup.
Oh my god!
But also a day where I
gonna
got questions. So I want to
bother.
present these questions fairly to everyone.
Oh,
All right, I do,
man.
and I'd like feedback.
He would
In
love
the
feedback.
comments of this video, and also I'm going to talk about it on the podcast tomorrow. I'd like feedback there. So let's talk. Let's be honest, okay? So
Let's be honest.
first stream today was Multiverses, and overall the audience on
Oh,
Multiverses is pretty
man.
mid-divided. Some people are liking it and liking the fact that I'm testing new characters. Like I played with like 4 now.
That
I
game
use
is
Bugs Bunny.
garbage. It's
Iron-
insane that he is sitting there like praising this fucking game. It is such trash. Every time I saw a clip of it on Twitter, I was like, I couldn't believe what I was looking at. I was like, dude, this looks worse than the beta. It's like, why does this game look more unfinished than when it was a beta? And then it's like super slow and clunky. I'm just like, if this was any other game, DC would avoid it and say it's a piece of shit. But since it's a licensed game and has properties in it, he loves it. He gets to the point and say, I know that dude is Jason from the Jason movies. Dude, Bugs Bunny. I know what Bugs Bunny is. But if this was like Billy's fighting adventure and all the characters were like Billy, Sally, Jimmy the Hat, he would say, well, this game looks stupid, man. But since it's Warner Brothers characters, oh man, and I'm kind of glad it's getting like shat on. Oh, like it's already removed from the schedule because man, I can't take it. Last year it was, or the year before, whatever the fuck you played this fucking game, it was torture. Like, if you thought the Street Fighter 6 segments were bad, the fucking multiverse segments were even worse. At least with Street Fighter 6, it's like an actual competitive game that made sense, at least for him to talk about it. Multiverses, it was like fucking cringe how this dude was like going tryhard mode in it. Like, he was talking about frame data and like, oh, they buffed this, they nerfed this. It's like, dude, I don't even think that people playing the game give that much of a fuck about the fucking meta of fucking multiverses. And this dude was like going apeshit about the fucking patch notes. He was going more ham about the patch notes of multiverses than fucking Street Fighter, and then that's crazy to think about.
Iron Giant, Banana Guard, and Velma. Those are the 4 I've used so far. Now, obviously, I plan on continuing to use more. The
And
ones
then,
that I've
you know, it's
unlocked.
funny. People are saying, oh, why don't you play one-on-one? I'll play one-on-one. It's like, I can't play one-on-one, man. Velma sucks in 1v1. She's made as a team player, man. But he picks Velma, and all he did was just doing normal attacks. He didn't do the team-based attacks, like, at all. And I'm just like, you can't play her in solo mode? I don't know, man.
Why wouldn't I use them, right? Others are just not liking this game. Just like when I played Multiverses years ago, you know, first I think there was interest if it was any good, but then after like a few weeks to a month, people got burned out on it and didn't like it as much, calling it a Smash Brothers ripoff. Already, we're 2 days in, and people
Dude, this is the other aspect of it that was like driving me up the wall. Like this shit is why I think it's worse than Street Fighter 6 segments, because this dude made it a personality to say, I don't want to play the knockoff. I want to play the genuine thing. Why would I play the knockoff Soulsborne game when I could just have the Soulsborne game? And blah, blah, blah. And then when people are like, yeah, this is a Smash Brothers knockoff. Nah, not for me. He's like, why do you like this game? Okay, sure, yeah, it's like Smash Brothers, but it's like its own thing, man. Okay, so then why didn't you play Code Vein? Why didn't you play Thymesia or whatever the fuck? Oh, they were knockoffs. But oh, this Smash Bros. Knockoff, it's good. And you guys need to shut up and eat it.
people are saying this game sucks, it's a Smash Brothers ripoff. It's like, yeah, well, did you fucking pay attention 2 years ago when I played it, or were your eyes closed? It's the same game, just
Dude, this is insane. He just said that people back then said it was a Smash knockoff, didn't like it. The game came out again, and they said the same thing, and he's like, have you not been paying attention? Dude, they told you that years ago. You agree? He said, yeah, he says it's a knockoff. They're telling you again it's a knockoff because it's the same game. Huh? Okay.
just a little different. They tweaked it, but it's the same. Like, I don't know what you're saying.
What are you saying?
Like, they're saying something revolutionary. It's a Smash Brothers ripoff. Well, it's
This dude, I swear, this shit is gonna make you go insane. He goes on and on about all these other games. Well, these are knockoffs. They don't do anything revolutionary. It's meh. It just is. Blah 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 blah. They say the same shit about multiverses, and look at him. Look at this guy, and he's like, no, man, it's good, man. Like, dude, if people acted this way about the game that he said the same shit about, he would be annoyed and tell you to go away and ban you, or threaten to ban you. This dude, he just says this shit and doesn't understand how annoying he is. Dude, please, do everyone a favor, drink some bleach. Just get a little, like, jug of it and drink it on stream. And say, this is a DSP tries it, I'm gonna try some Clorox. And then he just gargles it down, and then he gives it a 5 out of 5. I mean, come on.
It's different from Smash. It actually plays more like older Smash, right?
No,
It has some different things about it.
Him saying it plays like older Smash is such an insult to Smash Brothers. It is insane. I've played old Smash. There's no way on this planet, in this reality, I'd ever even agree. If someone told me that to my face, I'd laugh at them and spit at them, as DSP would say in his little Biden joke. I give him the Biden treatment. You think multiverses is like Smash? And spit, and then I'd waddle away on my in my Air Force One scooter. I don't know
About it. It definitely has different appeal because of the cast
Air
characters,
Force One
right?
rascal scooter. Yes.
So if every single platform fighter is a Smash Brothers ripoff, and you don't want to ever watch or play, I guess you're going to ignore an entire genre of games then, right? Because there's not just there's many of these at this point.
Like what? I want DSP to name them. There's the Nick Fighter, Multiverses, Smash Brothers, oh, and they gives a bunch of indie games. Okay, but maybe they just don't like Multiverses specifically because it's like the most shallow one. Whatever, like how DSP doesn't want to play Thymesia. Man, this dude is just go away. I can't take this shit.
But anyway, basically,
oh man,
I want to do another stream of it and see how it goes. But I am feeling like the appeal of it already is dying amongst the viewer base. Okay, like, by the way, we didn't even retain 400 viewers today. We were down by around 300 by the end of the stream. People complaining that, oh, it sucks, it's Smash Brothers ripoff, and it's like, well, I tried. You know, we played this 2 years ago. I enjoyed it. I stopped playing it because people complain. So now it's 2 years later, and people are complaining again. We're like,
yeah,
nothing changes, right? I don't know.
It's the same game.
This is the kind of thing that makes me not want to play certain genres of games. For example, I always stay away from Metroidvanias. Why? Because when we tried Metroidvanias in the past, people complained. I always try to stay away from Monster Hunter. Why? Because when I tried Monster Hunter in the past, people complained. And then people are like, oh no, times change. Things over time evolve. You should try it again. So here we are 2 years later. I'm playing Multiverses. Oh, it's a Smash Brothers ripoff. This sucks. Boring.
Wait.
People are like, oh no, time.
Oh god.
Why? Because when we tried Metroidvanias in the past, people complained. I don't know.
I almost let this slide. I'm glad I caught it.
This is the kind of thing that makes me not want to play certain genres of games. For example,
Dude, Multiverses is not an indie game in my opinion because it's backed by Warner fucking Brothers.
always stay away from Metroidvanias.
And he brings up Metroidvanias. This dude sat in this little office with this little playpen and said to his audience with you know, just straight up, Metroid Dread saved Metroidvanias, man. Remember this whole period where he did Metroid Dread? It was a successful game, apparently. Said it saved the genre for him, and he'll be open to play it now, and everyone can suggest him now, and blah, blah, blah. And we had all these little podcasts. I don't know if these were deleted or not. In his case, he better hope they are deleted because man, he would go on these little segments like, so, oh man, Pure saying I should play this game? Wow, man, yeah, I heard it's really good Metroidvania, man. Wow, I could play this now. Oh, this is so cool. And he never played them. And now he's back to skipping them. So, I borderline, I may put the legwork into find these little segments and do a whole video about it because it is just insane to me that this dude has a whole little fucking lame ass segment where he was like beating on his chest like this, like a fucking monkey, saying, I could play Metroid Dread again, I could play Metroidvanias again, jumping up and down. And then he just never did. He never did. And he will never do it. And I guess the caveat or the real thing he was talking about was just playing Nintendo games. And it's like, okay, I mean, I guess, but I mean, okay.
Yes. Why? Because when we tried Metroidvanias in the past, people complained. I always try to stay away from monsters.
He played Metroid Dread. That was in the past, and people loved it. And it saved the genre. What about that?
Monster Hunter. Why? Because when I tried Monster Hunter in the past, people complained. And then people are like, oh no, times change. Things over time evolve. You should try it again.
Things do. Oh my god, dude! This dude. Okay, I'm gonna take this little shot here. This dude, man, this dude literally goes on and on about how things change over time, man. The world isn't black and white. And now he's telling us in this same fucking video that things don't change. Okay.
Again. So here we are 2 years later. I'm playing Multiverses. Oh, it's a Smash Brothers ripoff. This sucks. Boring.
Like, it hasn't hit him. Maybe it's game by game basis. Like, you're not gonna know. But people said Multiverses sucks. The game did not look like it improved, if anything. And he's like, I'm gonna play it again. Like, dude, come on. And to lump that in with, like, Metroidvania games is insane. But again, this guy has such a bad eye for fucking indie games. It's like, come on. And then he does this shit. This fucking, like, condescending attitude, this little passive aggressive bitch fucking behavior. Like, dude, he would be mad as fuck if someone did that to him in real life, which he kind of did. The hospital story, he met an old lady that talked to him like how he talks to his audience, and guess what? He was upset about it. This dude, like, he deserves to be bullied. No one else does but him. He's the only person that gets the exception. Because this dude sucks. He sucks.
So we're going to try it again on Tuesday. Okay? This leads me into my discussion about my late stream tonight, Hades 2 Early Access continuing. All right, so here's the truth. I love the game. The game plays incredibly well, has an interesting plot, actually improved and better game mechanics from the first Hades. There's more to it than it was in the first Hades, okay? And for the few people that are showing up, they seem to be enjoying themselves. There's a regular group of regulars who are here. In fact, we got someone who came back, who hasn't been around for a while, came back and actually started watching, contributing to these Hades streams. I'm like, this is neat.
This is neat.
The problem is, I can't even hold 200 viewers for this game.
You got resurrected.
All right? And if it wasn't for one person...
Wait, what?
Actually started watching, contributing to these Hades streams. I'm like, this is neat. The problem is, I can't even hold 200 viewers for this game. All right?
Okay.
And if it wasn't for one person showing up and doing a big tip, literally I would...
So what? So what, man? So what if one person supports the streams?
Would have made less than $10 tonight on the entire stream.
Wow.
So I'm just going to say this, all right? With Multiverses, that's me saying, let's give this game another shot 2 years later.
Oh my god.
With Hades 2, this is a case that people over the years have always given me crap and
Okay, let's see here.
said, Phil, you always stay away from the PC-centric community and crowd. You miss out on so many great games every year. You really do.
Dude,
And
this dude loved Hades 1. He loved the game, correct? Hades 2 was in early access, and like, wow, man, if you liked Hades 1, maybe you like Hades 2. And guess what? He's like, dude, you guys are giving me crap about this, blah, blah, blah. Dude, you got a mini PC. People were like saying, why don't you use this fucking thing that someone gave you? Use the thing that they give you. Ugh.
It's sad because you're missing out on so many good games you could be playing. You should get a PC. Every year, I'm like, well, maybe someday, maybe someday.
And guess what? He didn't play Hades 2 when it came out either. He played it after the fact. Because he just loved Hades 2 that much, right? I guess so.
When I got this mini PC last year, everyone said this is a godsend because now you're going to be able to play so many cool indie games. You're going to experience all this stuff.
Man,
I just did an Indies marathon, right? And I said, as a result of that marathon last week, that I might take some of those games and turn them into playthroughs. The first one that makes sense is Hades 2. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to play it, to the end. I can't. It's early access. My plan was to get through whatever's finished and then put it on hold and then continue it later when they finish the game. I was told the game has something like 15 to 20 hours of content before you hit that wall. So why not play it for the next few weeks? Have it be a variety stream with everything else, right? Makes sense.
Yeah, it'd be a variety stream with everything else. It sounds like they gave him the advice of like, even if it doesn't do well, you can just balance it with other streams that are doing well, correct? No, every stream needs to do well. He just won't say it. He just won't tell you that. That's the quiet part. He wants you to think, oh, it's okay, no, every stream is a success, but he secretly wants every stream, every single stream. It's kind of like what I said about his contributions. He wants everyone to give him super chats and tips at the same time, like and as frequently for both. He'll tell you one or the other is fine, but deep down in his little pig brain, he wants both. He doesn't want just one. But the thing that benefit of super chats is that you don't really get to think about it, and he can just get a little free memory hole money. You know what I mean?
But I'm playing it, and I'm like, no one's showing up. The chat is dead. One person basically contributed. What is going on here, right? It's not just, oh, the contributions are low. That's no big deal. It's that people aren't even here for it. They're just like ignoring it. You asked me for these style of games for years and years and years. Now I have the means, the hardware, the setup that I just...
Again, one stream he's talking about, by the way. He didn't say the other streams, just the one stream. And he's acting as if it's the end of the world. He's not Chicken Little saying the sky is falling. No, he doesn't do that. But man, one stream where one person supported it and less than 200 views, it is guys, we need to consider, should we kill Hades 2? Should we stop playing this game that I supposedly like? Okay.
Just upgraded. I have the means to play this at a high level and enjoy it, and now no one shows up. Oh, well, Well, what did you ask for it for? No, I want a genuine answer to this question from people. Like, maybe I'm...
What did you ask for? Dude. You said you got a mini PC. Hades 2 got an early access. They suggested that game because they thought they were under the dumb presumption or assumption or whatever that you liked Hades and would think, he should play Hades 2. If he liked Hades 1, maybe he'll like Hades 2. And now he's like, look what happened. Look what happened because of fucking Hades 2.
Maybe I misunderstood or something. So many years people gave me crap because I stayed away from the PC-centric indie games, and I missed so many every year. Manphil, every other stream.
And again, this is another DSP-ism. This dude will yell at you and cry about how you're taking him out of context and this and that. You're not giving the full context about DSP. He is omitting massive context about when people were giving him shit for these PC games, by the way. Every time that people were suggesting him this was during parts of his career that nothing was going on. Like, there was no no new games coming out, where he would go on to sit there, guys, I don't know what to do, man. There's nothing coming out, man. Nothing's happening until this month. Until this month where games come out, there's nothing to do. I don't know what to do, man. And people would tell him, play indie games. Oh, why don't you just give indie games a chance during these little lows in gaming? And he would just say no. He would just say no because he convinced himself that this would happen all the time. Like, come on, man.
Streamer plays.
And again, I this is a little advanced. He's gonna tell his audience that they're all being entitled, but this dude is getting mad because he doesn't get his entitlement of 200 views and multiple people giving him money for playing Hades 2. He wants reward for doing all this stuff. He's thinking because he's playing a PC game that you should be rewarded for that. And that's not how you should go into streaming. You shouldn't go in there thinking, I'm doing this, I should be rewarded. Like, that's not how life works. For a guy who says, this is how life works, man, he thinks that he should be rewarded for doing this. That, like, dude, you're not getting rewarded for this. Shut up.
Plays them. Every other YouTuber plays them. You're the only one who ignores them. So now I play them. Oh, no one shows up.
Because maybe you have to build back that audience. You know, it's funny, right? When he played Baldur's Gate 3, he said, oh man, now that that's over, I gotta build back my community and all this other stuff. Why doesn't he just play Hades 2 and try to rebuild this supposed audience for PC games? He doesn't think that maybe, it's gonna take a while to do that. Like, he said that about everything. Like, man, he goes back to YouTube after being kicked from the partner program on Twitch. And he says he has to build back his community on YouTube. I gotta start somewhere. We gotta build back the memberships. We gotta build back. Okay. And he doesn't want to use that same idea in like when he plays PC games. Maybe he has to rebuild that audience that went away. But no, he's convinced that it's bullshit. I mean, I get it, DSP. You have a bullshit audience. I agree.
And I love it too. This is a sad fact. I love Hades 2. I really like this game. I just, at the end of tonight's stream,
he says this, and it's like, he's making you think that he'd play it if he hates it.
Like a brand new weapon, these dual torches throwing magic, and I should have ended the stream, but I went late because I wanted to do a run with it, right? And I'm like, wow, these are kind of neat. I actually want to learn this build. And then I reminded myself, yeah, we had like 180 viewers, 70 viewers.
170, 180, and he's crying, not holding 200. This dude, man. What would the extra 20 people do for you, Phil? What would they do for you? This dude is like, I should get 200 views. I should get it. But remember, guys, he isn't like, he hasn't delusions of grandeur and all this other stuff. But, man, I got 170 views? Huh? Okay. What a cool guy.
And no one was really talking. I'm just like... I don't get it, you know?
But, he said earlier in this video that there were people talking to him. His regulars were talking to him, but they're not good enough. He doesn't care about them that much. I mean, they're there, sure, but, he wants everyone to talk. He wants 200 people talking.
Here's the thing. So many years again. Everyone's complained and said, Phil, why isn't you only play these big AAA mainstream games?
Again,
why do you...
they're saying this stuff when he's complaining about them. When he's complaining about this shit, they say this stuff because he's always complaining. This dude keeps complaining. He's such a fucking crybaby. Just whine all the time. Just complain. If it's never his fucking fault. This is gonna be a whatever thing, but I saw a documentary on Movie Pass last night, and it is so funny that so Movie Pass was owned by these two other people that ran it pretty good. They got bought out of their shares or whatever the fuck by Mitch and Ted. And Ted is pretty much a scammer. If you look down the Ted rabbit hole, you'll see that he got, there's a lot of this idea that this dude is a scammer and bad businessman to work with, etc., etc., etc. They had this guy named Mitch who also ran the company into the ground, and every time where they're like, oh, this went wrong, and they would go to Mitch and like, yeah, man, like, no, it wasn't me. I was just going through a bad day. I was, I had a divorce, and like, I was just mad, and I just said, turn off the service. It was some weird shit like that, and every time they would bring something up that Mitch did, he always had a fucking answer that wasn't even good. It was just nonstop excuses. I'm just sitting there like, man, this is shit DSP would do. This is exactly what DSP would do. And we're seeing it. This dude has always something to complain about. all the time. And then when something happens, that's not good enough for him. It's not good for Princess Phil. He wants 200 views, bring him to 20 extra people to the stream, and he needs 5 people giving him money. Just one person. That's awful, but so what, right?
Why do you only play games on console? I'm literally doing the opposite now. I have branched out. I've started playing games that are different from my comfort zone. I have a setup that can do all high-end stuff.
Wow, you're doing something that's different? Wow, man, let me open my fucking bank account. Oh, I'm just gonna give you all my money. He's playing on his little mini PC he got for free, by the way. I think I'm gonna give him like all my money. I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna give him like everything. I don't need it. He deserves it. He's playing a PC game. Wow, man, like he should be rewarded for that. Like a fan gave him, spent like what $500 on the mini PC, and he spent $30 on Hades 2. Wow, man, what a trooper, what a guy. Wow.
Stuff. I'm playing fighting games with no lag. I'm playing all these games at high resolution.
No, like this dude, by the way, could have turned off the reduced button inputs like since day one on Fight. And he never did, and I swear, I think someone told him that last year in November. I think that's, or whatever. Someone told him that last year, and he said no. He pretty much mocked the suggestion and said it's stupid. He shouldn't have to do that.
High frame rate, best quality. Now I upgrade my audio. I'm doing all the things people always told me I was bad at. So where is everyone exactly? Right? What are you doing? What was everyone doing tonight? What was wrong with Hades 2 that people didn't want to come by the stream? And I'm not angry. I want answers. Because I want to play games people want. Answers. Right? Right now, there's so many games out that I could be playing. I could be playing the System Shock remake. I could be playing Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door remake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. He definitely played that Paper Mario game after all the fucking bitching he has done for RPGs and all this stuff. He definitely play another RPG. Enough with this LARP. This Paper Mario is the Persona 3 of this month, I guess, where he pretended he could play it, but we all know he wouldn't want to. Let's say he never played Hades 2. You really think he was gonna play Paper Mario? Fuck no. Stop pretending like you would, stupid.
I could be playing RPGs that I put on hold, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that's been on hold for months and months.
That playthrough's done. It's canceled. This dude is such a fucking bitch. This dude can't just say no. He can't say, I'm not doing it. When it comes to certain things. DSP asks it. He's not gonna do that, but instead of saying I'm not doing it, he's like, well, maybe when the internet calms down, I'll do it. When is that? Oh, it's an arbitrary fucking event that's gonna happen someday, maybe. And when it does happen, get ready. But it's not happening today. When Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is gonna come back? Well, it's gonna come back someday, but not today, not tomorrow, not next month, never. But it could come back, but it won't. Dude, just say it won't. It's okay. Stop pretending. Stop pretending like it's gonna come back someday. This is the same shit with the Detroit Become Human playthrough. Oh, it's gonna happen in May, man. We're not gonna promise a day, but it's gonna be May the earliest. It's not gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. And that's what it's gonna become. Every time. Oh, she's sick. She's not feeling it. Like this is insane. Dude, and like again, if it happens, it's not gonna be good enough because guess what? People it just I always think when people were tagging me saying, Theo, he's gonna play River City Girls, he's gonna play with Cat. I was like, no, he fucking isn't. It's a hard game for harder for him, for starters. Secondly, it's a pixel game. Cat said multiple times, I think she doesn't like that kind of game because it looks too old and it needs to look pretty for her. And thirdly, it's a game. It has a little bit more gameplay than holding one direction on a controller. So it's everything that worked against the game for them to play it. So I knew they weren't going to play it. He said it. I knew it wasn't going to happen. It never it's going to happen. He found a game that they could play, but I think it's a mix of a lot of things that could happen. Obviously, people are going to make fun of Cat. And also, it's a game that's not a game. It's just a fucking movie game. And thirdly, it has Elliot Page, and I feel whatever that Bueller is gonna make a lot of remarks that's gonna put DSP in a little position where it's gonna show his true allieness. He's either gonna go with it and say, look, Ellen Page was, transitioned to be Elliot Page, and that's fine. But whatever. He can figure it out on his own. But he ain't gonna do that. It takes a little bit too much work to realize, how to handle it. He could just say, look, I'm just gonna call Elliot Page by their current pronouns and their current name. So Elliot Page is good in Detroit Become Human. I like his performance. He could just say that. But no, then he's gonna get people who are gonna, either concerned troll about it or just troll trying to say edgy stuff to get DSP in trouble. Whatever the fuck it could be. It could be many things. So I think that's another factor that came in at some point in his little pig brain. If he even thought about that. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
I could return back to Sea of Stars and bring that back into the rotation.
Oh yeah,
okay?
everyone loves
I could do other things as well. There's so many other things I could be doing right now, right? Why am I doing things that people ask for and then it's just not catching on? I'm at a loss, right? Multiverses I threw in there. People wanted me to play Multiverses when it came back. See how it is? I played 2 streams.
Who?
And it's starting to die and people were complaining.
Like, who said they wanted multiverses except for Jade? I think Jade is the only one that wanted it.
People seem to love. No one shows up for the stream. So what do you want me to do, right? Do I just do a late night chill stream where we talk? Is that what it is? It's June 1st. It's a new month. Should I do one? Should we just do a hangout session? Because again, I like the hangout session.
I have a feeling he's gonna do that this Tuesday. He's not gonna do Hades 2. I just have a hunch, sneaking suspicion.
I don't want to do them all the time because they don't feel special, right?
And they suck.
So I need answers. What's going wrong here that people are not showing up for this stuff? Is there different games on PC I should be playing instead of Hades 2 that I'm missing out on? Because I played the games that people nominated.
Listen to what he's saying. He's like, suggest another PC game. Does he sound like he's gonna be open to that? Like, this is the other thing that's really annoying about this guy, and he doesn't really get it. He's sitting there saying, give me suggestions, but guys, I played a PC game and no one seems to care, so give me another idea. And it's like, yeah, okay, why don't you play this other PC game? Guys, no one's gonna show up for that.
Nominated and voted on during the marathon in the hopes of finding games that would catch on as streams. So what's happened? I want feedback. Please leave comments on the video or let's talk about it tomorrow. I'm going to bring this up on the podcast too. I really legitimately am stumped because I thought I was doing what people wanted. And then when people don't show up, it actually upsets me. I'm streaming for a reason, to have an audience, to entertain an audience. And if the audience isn't there, why am I doing it? I could just play the game by myself offline.
Dude, this dude is streaming to 170 people. Like, man, I stream on Twitch and I got sometimes 5 people, and I'm just happy that they're there. But then sometimes when I don't see anyone chat, I just try to throw shit out to see what happens. And sometimes I see people respond, and then I also understand that maybe some people just tab out and they're doing something else and this and that, and I just continue on my merry way. Like, there's only, I think, one stream I did where I was like where it just felt like no one was giving a fuck, so I just kind of wrapped up because I played for an hour or 2, and I was like, yeah, this is a good place to stop anyway, so I'll just stop and do something else. And that's what I did. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, guys, where's everyone? I am playing a game people like, and now no one's here. Like, it's just, what am I gonna get out of that? And then I don't want people to feel bad and show up saying, oh man, I'm sorry, man. And that's the thing that happens all the time with him. That's why I get so many people saying, I'm sorry, Phil, that this didn't happen, man. I'm sorry, man. He's like, don't apologize, man. Then why are you guilt tripping them? But he's stating facts. Again, he doesn't understand that how he says things can affect how people interpret them. He doesn't really understand how the English language works, I guess.
So let's figure this out together. Let's start this discussion. I want this to be an open discussion. All feedback is appreciated. And something as simple as, oh, well, because of this, because of that, and it's legit. Not, oh, well, you ignored it for so long, no one cares anymore. Well, then you should have shut your mouth and never asked for it. Because that's the thing.
Dude, this dude is Mr. Too Little Too Late about everything. About everything. Cyberpunk fixed their game? Too little too late, bitch. Oh, this game added this? Too little too late, man. The damage is done. First impressions. All this stuff, and now that's not legitimate criticism. And then he also tells us I had to do it now because I have to jump on the train or whatever. This little thing. Then why did he play Dark Souls 3 early? Why did he go out of his way to jump in on the exploit that people use to get the game early? Why did he do that? Oh, because he wanted to get a leg up on the competition. Because obviously he sees everyone else as a competitor and not like a colleague, and he doesn't give a fuck about them. He wants to be the special boy on the internet. And again, like he operates his streams like it's a fucking boomer CEO corporate business, and it's like it's not really that. It's a social like fucking career or whatever, and it's a little more cooperative and communicative because everyone's in the same boat at that point, and it just doesn't seem to like pay off to be just venomous to other people. And this dude is Mr. All these other people try to be toxic to get a leg up and this and that. But this dude constantly tries to put himself over others by saying his content's better anyway. And this dude is sitting there saying the too little too late thing is not constructive. But dude, that's how you function your own business.
It's the thing. People scream for it. You don't do it. You're missing out. You don't do it. So then I do it. Oh, it's too late. Well, then don't ask for it. If my audience is just AAA gamers at this point and all they want is big releases, fine, we know that. Then let's do other filler projects in between.
What?
But let's
so his audience loves AAA games when they come out. So, oh my god, see what this is? You see what this is? This is another conditioning segment. This is him conditioning the viewer to just do what DSP wants them to want him to do whatever. Where it's like, what you guys want AAA games so you can buy AAA games that feel validated in buying them and playing them, and also want games that he wants to play. If you don't want games that he wants to play, what the fuck are you doing, man? You're crazy.
But let's not go out of our way to have me get a mini PC that now
Dude, you didn't buy it. You didn't fucking buy it. I don't want to hear this. Oh, don't let me go out of my way. Motherfucker, that was a free mini PC. You got out of nowhere. I don't even think he even asked for it. Someone offered to give it to him. That's going out your fucking way? Hold on, let's hear this again.
AAA gamers at this point and all they want is big releases. Fine, we know that. Then let's do other filler projects in between, but let's not go out of our way to have me get a mini PC that...
Dude, they gave that to you for free because this dude was like,
I want to play Chrono Trigger. I love Chrono Trigger. I love with the pixels, man. It's so classic.
and then you never went back to do the other endings because obviously you wouldn't do that. And like this dude, it just keeps saying this shit. He gets a mini PC and it's like bothered by it, dude. You got it for free. And all the games you got are indie games that are less than $60. And this dude is acting as if he had to put his house on a triple mortgage. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That now, I guess, I'm not going to be using for anything. Because no one was going to show up to watch the stuff. That's ridiculous, right? So let's see. Alright, anyway. Done venting about today. We are going to try these games again on Tuesday. I'm going to play both Multiverses and Hades 2 again on Tuesday, and we'll see how they do. All right? Tomorrow is not gameplay. Tomorrow is React Day, meaning that tomorrow is the day of the week that we stop playing video games, and I do 2 different shows. We'll still have the podcast here on the channel in the
Yeah.
stream. We got people showing up, watching, but the support has been abysmally low.
Good.
You know, and that sucks because I don't make ad revenue on most of the videos for that show. It relies on stream revenue and memberships to keep afloat. The memberships are staying steady, but the stream revenue is dwindling now. And what's funny is this morning someone said on my stream, well, that's because we don't like the clips submitted. I said, but I don't pick the clips. You do.
Oh my god, dude. Like, the people who are saying that aren't members, and they don't want to be members. And they're saying, I don't want to tip because I don't like what they're picking. If you want them to pick the clips or whatever the fuck, then they have to become a member. Then that may lead to them not tipping. And guess what you want right now, stupid? Like, this is insane when he sits there and says, oh, this channel is sustained by memberships and blah 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 blah. He says that the memberships are good enough to make the channel viable. Okay, so why are you complaining about tips then? Shouldn't tips be like the icing on the cake, which he even said at one point? No, yet again, DSP wants everything to give it to just give him money at all times at the same time, same frequency, same everything.
Channel members who pick the clips. So if you don't like the clips, spend $4 and submit.
It's not $4. This is a blatant lie by by PP Burnell. It's not $4. It's $6. He is yet again just lying. Did he change his mind and reduce the price to $4 because it was $6?
Better clips. Well, I don't support your React stream because I don't like the clips. So then become a member and submit better clips, and we'll watch better clips on the show, and it'll be.
And then you can give him money for that too. Like, so you have to give him money, become a member, give him clips. Then when he plays the clips, you're so happy that he's watching your clip. You give him more money and tip him. Now, you may say to yourself, Theo, that doesn't make any sense. Am I already giving him money? Well, shut up and give him money. Okay? Stop talking and stop thinking. You know, your brain is holding you back. Just go crazy. You know? Just go and give him money. Give him money 2 times, man. Pretty cool, huh?
It'll be a better show. The logic, in vacuous logic. It makes no sense what people say when they say shit like that. The clips suck. You submit the clips. I didn't pick them. Right? That's the whole premise of the show. If you think the show's boring, why didn't you submit better clips?
Maybe I don't want to become a member.
I don't understand it.
I don't understand it, man.
So I hope that we have a turnaround, because after 2 very slow support weeks on the show, I'm hoping things will pick up. I hope it doesn't become a running pattern. I like doing React
I want it
stuff.
to become a running
this
pattern.
show is the bread and butter of the channel. There will be more React stuff coming this month, but this is the mainstay stuff. I want it to do well. I hope it does. Tomorrow night on the DSP Throwback channel, we're doing retro React to Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. This is done really well. Like last week, our butts off, having a great time together.
I don't give a fuck about
Street Fighter
Sonic
6,
and Mario.
likely Zangief. Live on stream. Everyone have a good night.
Yeah, he's gonna play fucking casuals because this dude will never go back to fucking ranked. Because why would he do that? He's not a tryhard or anything.
Army, bro. Hate Army.
Shout out
That
to
guy.
Hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
Hate
out to
Army.
Hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout out
for
to
hate.
Shout out to Hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
Good morning, everybody. It's React Day, which means all day long I'll be reacting to fun content on the internet on my sister channels, DSP Reacts and DSP Throwback. But on today's podcast, we got some important stuff to talk about. What I'm noticing is that recently some of the games that I'm playing are just not getting traction. It's confusing to me because I think they're fine games
By
that
the way,
I'm
this
enjoying
video
playing.
is an hour and 30 minutes long, so yeah, you're probably gonna want to get some popcorn, and it's in a nice comfy chair because we're gonna be here for a while, unfortunately for us.
And quite honestly, people have asked for a while. So I want to get to the bottom of this today, particularly talking about Multiverses and the Hades 2 early access playthrough that I've been doing.
This
So
ain't so dandy.
let's put our heads together this morning for some open, honest discussion, and
Oh,
hopefully
boy,
we
yippee,
can come to some
open
kind
and
of a
honest.
decision about what I should be doing moving forward.
Drink
Thank you
bleach.
very much for being here for this discussion. All this, and of course, more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast. Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to the show.
Yeah,
It is Sunday, the 2nd of June, 2024. And of course, I'm Darkside Phil, and I welcome you here to DSP Gaming for another episode of the podcast. And today, I basically want to have a really important and open discussion with everyone, all right? I feel like right now, we're in the midst of a mix of content. Some of the content is working, and some is not. And what we need to do is figure out what I should actually be doing, arguably for the next 2.5 to 3 weeks, until the Elden Ring DLC Shadow of the Erd Tree comes out.
Dude,
I think we can all collectively agree.
God, dude, I can't wait for this Elden Ring
Shadow
DLC
of the
to
Erd
go
Tree
away.
is
I
one of,
can't
if not the
wait.
biggest thing happening this year in
my
gaming.
God.
It's definitely the thing that most people want to see me play at this point. And we got a few weeks to kill. Now, the good news is we do have some other stuff coming up. For example, this coming Friday, Summer Game Fest. I'll be covering it live on my React channel. I'll be doing a recap reactions video to that. The Xbox Direct coming Sunday. I'll be covering that live and doing a recap reaction. So we have some content coming that's going to break up the nonstop gaming and add a little bit of variety. Undoubtedly, after those events...
Yeah, and if those don't do well, guess what? He's gonna fucking cry like a bitch about it. And this is the other thing about it that is just... Man, man. He brings up how the recap reactions did better than the live reacts for these events last year. But again, he did the live reacts and the recap reactions in the same stream. So the whole thing did pretty good. So it doesn't really make sense to not do it. Like it just fundamentally it doesn't make sense. And it was so frustrating. It's like, he's gonna do it anyway because these are big events. He's gonna skip the Nintendo stuff because fuck Nintendo. I mean, he loves Nintendo. He loves it. He's a huge fan.
There may actually be some updates in regards to game releases, and maybe even some surprise drops. That usually happens, around once a year, especially around Summer Game Fest time, which used to be E3 time, by the way.
Shut up.
We'll have some surprise game drops
surprise...
during that time frame because of them being announced and getting hype around them. Usually,
look at the fucking look he gives
time,
you.
by the way.
Like, this is like what you see before the person kills you. Like, he's just holding your head and he's about to stab your fucking skull, and this is the look he gives you. Like, this is the last thing you see before you go to hell.
We'll have some surprise game drops during that time frame because of them being announced and getting hype around them. Usually smaller games, but it's usually fun. You get one or two games you never heard of that all come out, and then you can check them out during that week to 2 weeks, the first couple weeks of June, right?
Games,
so
that you can not play.
I know for a fact. I'm trying to center the camera, by the way, if you can't tell. I know for a fact that we're going to have great content coming. The question is, what do we do in the holes between? What do we do in the meantime? All right. So we're going to have an honest discussion about it, starting with talking about how yesterday went. Because yesterday I played both Multiverses and Hades 2. Okay? And I feel like we're in a situation where
so much
there's options,
what he's going to talk about.
but the options aren't clear what to do. All right?
Oh my god.
Allow me to outline what's going on, particularly this year of 2024, because today is now June 2nd. So we are almost halfway through the year. We're halfway through at the end of June, but 5+ months into the year. Honestly, can you name me the top 10 games of this year? Can you even name 10 games that would be a Game of the Year contender in 2024?
Dude, this is like fucking childish. Who's gonna sit there and care about this? Does every game need to be a fucking groundbreaker? But this dude will tell you, no, every game needs to be this and that. But dude, man, Salient is a very low budget game, it seems. Great game. I've been enjoying it so far. Stellar Blade's been pretty good. I wouldn't say Stellar Blade is great either. That would be my game of the year, but it's been pretty fun. Better than what I was expecting, honestly. Paper Mario's been pretty good. I mean, again, Guilty Gear had really good DLC characters. Like Abba's been fun. Slayer's great. I've been eating good with the games I've been playing. But then you have DSP here playing oh man, there's no new releases, man. Fucking drink some bleach.
I'm having a hard time this year finding games that will even keep my interest. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was release timing, whether it was just too much more of the same, whether it was games that were just utter disappointments. Okay, there's just been really bad.
And the game of the disappointments, this is also fucking stupid. Because the example he uses is Suicide Squad. And I'm just sitting there thinking, why the fuck would you care? You don't like Suicide Squad. You made it very clear that you wouldn't want to play the game anyway. And then he didn't play the game. Shocker. And now he's pretending as if he would. Dude, just find some Bleach. I mean, Bleach might be your thing.
Timing around games, and just it hasn't been a great year. Usually, here on DSP Gaming, in a given year, you can point out all the big releases coming out.
Guess what, though? He had the same fucking shit in 2018. Definitely was one of the years, because 2017 had Nier, Persona 5 and Wolfenstein, I think, and he was like, "Wow, these are great games." 2018 came around. Where are the games? I remember that. I think it's then 2021, whatever the fuck. But that was also COVID, so you got a lot of COVID, kind of shit. He had this rant before. That's the point of the matter. And also remember in 2015 he bragged how he now learned that he's gonna play less games because he can't balance every game that comes out. He gets the year where, oh, not a lot of games are coming out and you have some breathing room, and now he's complaining. This is the same shit people will keep saying when he complains about too many games. I just cannot believe this dude is even real. And again, you listen to him, you will go insane. You will like fucking become radicalized into thinking that this dude needs to go away. He needs to lose his channel. Like, you know, I said this before. I said this in the same video. I don't think people deserve to be bullied. I mean, I think bullying should be, bullying is a very serious thing and has a lot of negative repercussions, etc., etc. But DSP is the only person on the fucking planet that deserves it. And it's like, I wouldn't have said this 10 years ago. I wouldn't say this. 5 years ago? Yeah, I don't think I would have said this 5 years ago. Well, whatever. But now I'm on board. This dude deserves to be bullied. He deserves it. He earned it. He earned the right to be bullied. This dude is so lame and such a shitty person. Like you get someone to sit there and say he deserves to be bullied. You know that this dude it says a lot of dumb shit that is just too much. Like, maybe bullying would help him. Maybe he'd be a better person if he got bullied.
Out and say, these are the ones I'm really excited to see Phil play and I'm anticipating them, correct? Same for me. I said, these are the games that I'm anticipating playing this year. This year, every time someone asks me that question, I'm like, I really don't know. I just don't. I don't know what to say. These games don't stand out. The ones that you try end up kind of not being as good as you hoped, or they fizzle out, or they just don't retain an audience. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different for me than a common person who just plays a video game. Not only do I have to entertain myself with a game, I have to entertain a live audience, correct? And that's challenging, especially when this year there have been way too many of the same style of game, i.e. lengthy-ass RPGs that all came out within about a 3 to 4 month period, back to back. They all killed themselves off. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Persona 3 Reload, that Grand Blue RPG, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Dragon's Dogma 2.
When Dragon Dogma 2 came out, he said it's not an RPG, blah blah blah. He said that it was the exception to the rule, blah diddy blah dee blah. And he suddenly started to hate it, get this, when Kat started to hate the game. He wasn't gonna play Persona 3 Reload because it's Persona 3. It's a good Persona game, so he of course gonna fucking skip it because he likes playing garbage. Grand Blue is not a game he was gonna play. I mean, if you thought he was gonna play that Relink game, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, wow.
And that's just a few. There's like another 5 in there that I didn't even mention. Within like 3 months, they just killed each other's momentum. It was so hard to entertain any kind of interest on these long-form RPGs. And the one that I finished, Like a Dragon, I got yelled at the entire time for even finishing. So, I have more interest this year so far.
Again, he doubled down on it, saying, oh, it's okay because it's balanced by this, that, blah, blah, blah. Why can't that logic be applied to Hades too? Why can't this logic be applied to any other game? No. No, it can't. Because guess what? He liked Like a Dragon. I think he only likes those games because they're movie games. He gets to sit back and relax.
On the fighting game content I did with Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6, with the Return to Elden Ring playthrough, with the Another Crab's Treasure playthrough, right? And with Fallout 4, than I have with anything else this year. That includes all new releases that I tried to play. They just didn't work, okay? And this is an oddity, because usually in the early part of the year, we got a ton of big giant games. Just last year, you had Hogwarts Legacy, which admittedly didn't retain interest the whole way through, but still had a humongous hype beginning. Resident Evil 4 Remake, really great horror remake with new content, you know, it was really great. And that's just off the top of my head, 2 giant games that everyone loved. I can't tell you one this year. None. 0. Right? So because of that,
oh
I have to make decisions on what we're going to be playing on this channel. And I keep asking you guys for honest feedback. And, you know, I get different kinds of feedback from time to time. And, you know, one of the things that over the years people have always asked me for was variety and covering the styles of games that usually I ignore. A lot of people have said that one of the big things...
Man, it's almost like you're a variety streamer. Don't you brag about that every day, how you're a variety streamer? And now he's bellyaching that people are suggesting him to do variety, and now he's saying that... like, what? What are you complaining about?
You know, one of the things that over the years people have always asked me for was variety and covering the styles of games that usually I ignore. A lot of people have said that one of the big things and problems with DSP Gaming is that I don't cover the small scale games ever, right? I always cover the big ones, but I never really go to the indie market. You never see me playing these small games that get viral popularity.
Yeah, because the indie games he picks are garbage. Every indie game he has picked on his own, it has been trash. He never has picked a game that looked genuinely good. He skipped River City Girls. He skipped, yeah, well, I guess Streets of Rage 4. Okay. Not as bad. It was just like, I don't necessarily think I would consider that indie fully. It's kind of indie in the sense that, like, you know, how it's developed, I guess, but whatever. He skipped, excuse me, man, I'm blanking. Slayer X? Slayer 0X, whatever the fuck. That, which is a fun game. The Messenger, he is not playing Blasphemous 2. Like, all this stuff. He's not playing them. Because guess what? They're indie games, and he hates indies.
I tried to change that this year. I played Helldivers, correct? And it blew up in popularity. I played it for a while, and then what happened? It fizzled out. We played it for about a month. It got repetitive and boring. And as of now, there's no new content for it. You know, I'm still following it. They haven't really updated it in a while, and people are actually starting to criticize the game, saying that they might kill their own game if they don't start updating it because there's nothing new to do in it.
Dude,
that's not good, right?
How much does he think how easy does it think it is to make content? Like, dude, Street Fighter 6 just released Akuma in, like, what, May, right? Correct? Are you gonna, and it's been a month at this point. Are we gonna start saying, where's season 2? Where is Cody? Where's Minot? Where is Sakura? Why is she in Street Fighter 6 right now? It's like, dude, like, fucking, it takes time. Come on. And then this dude is like, Mr. Oh, no crunch, no this and that. And he's like, why aren't we churning out products, man? And then they'll churn out a product that's buggy and not complete, and say, man, why do they rush it out? They should slow down, man, and take their time. They take their time. Why are they taking their time? Well, another instance where you can't please the fucking pig.
Right? So, you know, I'm doing my best. Now, one of the things that people have asked for is for me to play PC games. Right? Now, some people are completely misinformed, which is hilarious. They say, you've always had a PC, you just refuse to play PC games. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Man.
I have a PC over there that's 10 years old, okay? When I bought it, I wanted to play, record, and stream games, and it couldn't even do it when I bought it. I'm not saying it's a lemon. It's not.
He said it was a lemon in the past, but the thing is about this, and again, this is another instance where DSP is omitting information from this. They were saying, why doesn't he use his PC, the lemon, to play indie games? You know, the less graphically intensive games. And he's like, oh no, man, it's gonna explode. No, he literally did streams and recorded a lot of indie games. You know, through it, like he played that Home Alone emulator. He played I think he played another PC game, whatever. He played games on it before. That's the point of the matter. And this dude is sitting like, I can't use it, man. I tried to load up Rage. Dude, Rage is like a AAA game at the time. Like, okay, but then why don't you play less intensive games on it? He doesn't even want to try that. He just says it can't be done, except for the times that it has been done. Like, dude, just drink some bleach. You know, that might be your speed.
But basically, I had a rude awakening when I bought that PC that you can't just do everything on one rig. You essentially, if you're going to be a PC gamer and you're going to play high-end games, you kind of either need a premium rig or you need 2 PCs, you know? So, you know, in the last year, or the last decade is what I meant to say, I have on and off played some PC games on it, and most of them end up not running so well. So we kind of just laid back and said, we're not going to do it anymore. Let's focus on console, because this PC is just not up to snuff for playing games, right? So for a lot of people who say things like, oh, he just ignored PC gaming, that's baloney. I would have done PC games. That was my intention when I bought this PC 10 years ago. It didn't work out. It wouldn't even play like Rage, which was the game.
So then why didn't you just save up money to buy a better PC? Like, you know the $500 he dumped to get the Quanba fight stick with the PS5 and Street Fighter 6 Deluxe Edition. And I think, and that might also include the Deluxe for Mortal Kombat 1, maybe. Why not, you know, take money like that you were able to spend on frivolous shit like that and just save it each time, and then you'll have enough for a PC. No, can't possibly do that. It goes to bills immediately. Unless it's something I want specifically, then it doesn't. Don't think about it.
The game that I tried when it first launched, it didn't even run well on this. It was choppy. So, what do, right? Anyway, so fast forward to the present day, I have a mini PC, right? This was donated to me last year, and quite honestly, I haven't really implemented it yet. I always intended I was going to do this kind of content on it. This is going to be a whole new audience for me. People have said over the years.
Yeah, but he just sat on it. He didn't use it, and every time it was an idea, he was like, oh, I can do this, man. Interesting. Yeah, okay, okay. And I never did it. Never used it. Never cared. Just something out of the blue, he woke up one day and said, I'm going to play Hades too, even though it was for a marathon event, and that was it. Like, it was kind of like, he kind of forced himself to use it. Like, he went out of his way to force himself to use it, which is very positive and cool.
Over the years, this is the style of gaming you ignore. Why do you ignore it? You should totally be playing indie games and more PC-centric games, and now you have a mini PC that will run them. Not to say it's going to run high-end games. It's not. Anything graphically intensive, it probably won't run. But why don't you dabble more in indie games, right? So we've been waiting, and we just had that opportunity. We did an Indies Marathon a little over a week ago. It went well, right? I had a great time. We picked out 3 games during the marathon that said, hey, these could all be future playthroughs that I do. Correct? I mean, this all happened. I didn't, imagine any of this. This has all been happening over the last decade. People saying, I don't play enough PC stuff. I ignore it. That's unfortunate. Please implement that into my content.
No one
and I haven't really had opportunity to do so.
People were... Oh my god, dude. Potential spam is calling? Oh my god. Guys, stop calling me, okay? I'm a very busy person. And when I see this, I say nothing. I say bye-bye. Shut up. I'm busy. Shut up. Call declined. Go away. Don't want to see you again.
Now I have opportunity to do so. Correct? Okay, fair enough. We can all agree that this has all happened. I didn't,
the thing is, people suggested these PC games because he always complained about there's not a lot of games to play, and these games are all failing and this and that. So they offer the idea to play these PC indie games or whatever the fuck, and look at him now.
Invent this in my head. I'm not hallucinating, right? Now, in addition to that, people have said that I should try to play games as soon as they come out. Don't wait. Jump on a game as soon as it's out, because that's when the iron is hot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And with PC games, that's my problem, is that I just never did that. I always waited, and I would play stuff late. Like Helldivers 2, I waited a couple of months to play it. Well, you know what? Admittedly, I was misinformed on the game. I was told you can't play it. So,
dude, he played Hades 2 like after it came out. It didn't come out for his little stupid ass marathon. It came out earlier. And he's like, I don't want to play it, man. I gotta play it in my marathon. But now, dude, I just can't. I just can't with this guy.
Solo, that you need a team. Apparently, I was misinformed, because now I know you could just jump in, jump out, drop in, drop out. I didn't know that. Now I know that. And, in a lot of ways, it's very hard to get an education on every single game that's out there now, because there's misinformation and people represent them differently than you would, you need to know. I need to know what a game is before I can even decide if I'm going to play it or not, and Admittedly, I would have played Helldivers 2 earlier if I had known that I could have played it the way that I did play it. I thought that you needed a dedicated team, and it was basically
didn't want to play because it's a multiplayer game.
unplayable without talking, and that's not the case. Okay.
Oh.
But anyway, so being told strike when the fire's hot, play when the games are new, right? All right, fair enough. I'll make an effort to do that, right? So the situation that we're in right now.
But again, he has been doing that anyway. This dude has played every game at release. That like people were telling him, "Oh my god, like dude, I'm like half tempted to just find rants at this point where he fucking shits on this." He has said so many times, I have to play this game right now. If I don't play it now, then no one's gonna care. Okay, if I do it, like blah 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 blah. He has always said that. He always goes for the day one views, and now he's like, well, you know, like, I guess I should do that because you guys suggested it, so he can blame the viewers. He just wants you to come up with ideas, so if they don't go wrong, it can't be his fault. This dude is such a fucking sleazy motherfucker. He only takes responsibility when it's an easy thing to write off. Multiverses is the easiest thing for him to accept fault on because it's a free game, by the way, that he paid $0 for, and all he got was made money on it. So it was super duper stupid easy for him to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, man, okay, yeah, man, I agree. It was my bad. I played that game." But since he had to spend money on Hades 2, it's not his fault. It's your fault. Very cool.
All right. Fallout 4 is doing decently. It's not doing amazingly, but it's doing decently. It's bringing in that crowd of chill vibe style gamers who want to hang back and be entertained by a relaxing game that's a classic to them. A game I've only played once, so it's my second exposure to the game, which is great. It's not like I know everything about the game. It looks amazing now with my new setup and everything. We're having a good interactive time when I play it. You know what I'm saying? It does well. It's doing decently. Every time I play it, good crowd comes out, regulars and supporters. So it's working in the rotation. Street Fighter 6. It's working, but it's working for a certain crowd. The fighting game crowd. Those who are interested to see me either play competitive games online or fighting games in particular. It's not everybody. I know probably about half my audience doesn't care about fighting games, and that's because for a decade, I basically didn't care about fighting games, right? In the last year, I have gotten way back into, probably about half my audience doesn't care about fighting games, and that's because those who are interested to see me either play competitive games online or fighting games working in the rotation. Street Fighter 6. It's working, but it's working for a certain crowd. The fighting game crowd. Those who are interested to see me either play competitive games online or fighting games in particular. It's not everybody. I know probably about half my audience doesn't care about fighting games, and that's because for a decade, I basically didn't care about fighting games, right? In the last year, I have gotten way back.
The past decade is kind of a generous estimation because he kind of cared about Street Fighter V. He played it the entire season 1 of Street Fighter V and only dropped it because he kept losing and he couldn't handle it and all his other stuff. But Street Fighter 6, he gets to validate himself, and he played like 30th anniversary collection for years. He played that for so long, and he's saying, "Oh, for 10 years I didn't care." Not really.
Way back into the competitive arena of fighting games. I'm better now, and now I have a uniquely awesome setup where I can actually play at a higher level because of no input lag. And I get it, some people don't care, but some people do. Street Fighter is working. Whenever I play it, people show up, and people are supporting Street Fighter in general, so that's working, okay? So I have no complaints about Fallout 4, Street Fighter. Every once in a while, you're having an odd night or an odd stream where, you know, attendance is lower, support is lower, but that's just par for the course anyway.
So, it's par for the course for those games that have low attendance and low support, but Hades 2 gets one low supported stream and it's the end of the world. Like, dude, your other streams are doing fine according to you. That's a majority of your fucking content. I think you could afford Hades 2 to have one slow stream. I think that's okay. Just fucking shut up.
Any business, it's fine, okay? For me, it's filling in the other gaps. Okay? It's filling in the other gaps. I don't know what else to fill in. What do I do to fill in the other time slots for gameplay between these games? Because I can't just play Fallout 4 and Street Fighter 6 constantly for the next 3 weeks, right? So seeing everything that was going on and hearing everyone's feedback, right? Basically, people say, play things when they're new, branch out and play bigger variety of games. Okay, great. Sounds good. I got a mini PC. Let's play Hades 2 right now. It just dropped. It's literally white hot popular against.
It came out way before his dumbass fucking marathon. Way before. And this dude is acting as if like he played it on day one.
The PC gaming crowd. PC gamers are into it right now. And it's brand new. It's just came out a few weeks ago. Okay. What about Multiverses? It literally just dropped not even a week ago. Right? It's brand new. It's something to explore. Okay? So, I am playing the new stuff. All right? At the same time that I'm saying all of this, all right? There is a mentality among people, all right, that I should just play whatever I want. Like, I mean, Phil, I don't know why you ask these questions for feedback.
This dude literally sits there and says, "Oh, I'm gonna play games that I like and that you guys like, and blah 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 blah." Okay.
Back or whatever. I just don't, because you should just be playing whatever you want. If you play whatever you want, you're gonna enjoy yourself. You're gonna be entertained. It's gonna come through in the
You know what? When people ask, "Phil, can you give me advice on how to do a stream?" He always says, "Play games you want to play. Don't do stuff that you know, forces you, whatever. Just play the games you want, have fun, and the support will come, blah, blah, blah." And look at him now. He's sitting there saying, "Well, I can't just play games I like, guys. Okay, this is a business."
The content, people are going to like
But then
it.
he also says, "See, guys, I can do whatever I want. You guys will support it." And now that's not the case. DSP, shut up.
And it's all going to work out, right?
All right.
Okay, that's the feedback I get, right? Okay,
All right.
fair enough.
Fair enough, man.
So, let's talk about what's
turkey.
going on currently. Fallout 4, Street Fighter 6 doing well. Multiverses. I tried to play it on launch day, didn't even work. Okay? I couldn't even get into the server. And I wasn't going to waste an entire stream sitting here like an idiot, clicking, trying to get into the server. Oh, I've done that before. I did that with Street Fighter 5. I did that with GTA Online. I've wasted entire days. Remember Overwatch 2? I'm not doing that anymore. If a game doesn't work at launch, I'm out of there.
Whatever.
I'm going to come back when the game works. For sure. I'm not going to waste my time and the viewers' time. We're going to do other stuff.
I don't remember.
So I came back the next day, all right, and we played it. And admittedly, when I played Multiverses on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, I already noticed the drop-off in interest because it wasn't launch day. There's nothing I can do about that.
Dude,
the game did not work on launch day.
Multiverses sucks. I don't know why this dude is so committed to thinking that the game was good. I don't know why.
Right? And the game didn't run very well on Xbox. But basically, I was really enjoying the game, trying to get back into it. Right? I liked the gameplay. I just didn't like how the game performed on Xbox. It was choppy, freezing, unfreezing, really stupid. Okay?
Really stupid.
So, we played it again on PlayStation 5 yesterday, and this is what I want to get to. So, yesterday, I'm playing Multiverses on PS5, all right? And again, I'm trying different characters and stuff. It's not like, oh, Phil's only playing one character, and he refuses to even explore the game. Oh, no. So far, I've used Bugs Bunny, Iron Giant, the new character, Banana Guard. I did a little bit of Jason Voorhees, and Velma. So 5 characters in 2 sessions. I've already played with 5 different characters and tried them out, right?
Right.
I wish I could play with more, but, you know, the game is limited with who you can use. I'd love to use Agent Smith or Joker, but they're locked, right? I can't do anything. That's the game model that they put into the game.
Wow.
When I played it yesterday, it performed much better. It wasn't freezing, and it wasn't having those graphical issues, but the connections are still wonky. So half the matches are dropping or end up being laggy. And I'm noticing with the rebalancing they did in the last 2 years, they basically ruined a few characters. Like Velma is pretty worthless now and not even really playable, quite frankly. I don't know why anyone would select her. She's so bad. Okay? So, that was Multiverses yesterday. How did the stream do? Well, viewership plummeted as I was playing it. And quite honestly, if it weren't for 1 or 2 people who came in with big contributions, the stream would have been also dead in that regard too.
What?
I constantly get people now
right?
complaining when I'm playing Multiverses. This game
Again,
is boring. This game is...
I'm not letting this go. I'm not letting it go. This dude told a person to their face and then mocked them the whole night, named a video after it saying, so what if one person supports the stream? So what? Who cares? Okay, only idiots care, whatever the fuck, blah blah blah. And look at him now. You should apologize to that troll. Maybe the guy was actually a fan.
Game is not Smash Brothers. It tries to be Smash Brothers and it fails. Stop playing it. All right? Now, by the way, this was after a few months of people asking me, hey, are you going to play Multiverses when it comes out? You know, it's coming out in June.
No one said, are you going to play this game? And maybe they're asking so that you said yes, they know what to skip. You know, just asking, are you playing something, doesn't mean that they want to see it. I could ask DSP, hey DSP, are you going to play Mario Golf Toadstool Tour? Does that mean I want to see him play Mario Golf? No. I'm just asking a question. But this dude is taking these questions and saying, oh, this is them wanting it. Like, dude, come on. Grow up.
In, you know, end of May, early June, right? It's going to be exciting, the full release and everything. So I did what people wanted. They wanted me to check this game out, saying that it was good, or they were interested in it at the very least. And it's out, and now it seems like people have no interest in it at all. The thing is, I am interested in it. The 2 times I played it, I actually had fun. Now, I was disappointed with Velma that they ruined her. I like Bugs Bunny. I'm having a lot of fun playing with him. I actually want to check out other characters. I want to continue to play. But I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I can. It seems that the common feedback that I'm getting is Multiverses is not a good game. Don't play it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any actual...
It is so funny. I love seeing posts that kind of shit on Jeff Keighley for giving Multiverses Fighting Game of the Year over King of Fighters. And it's like, yeah, why did King of Fighters not win the award for best fighting game when Multiverses was literally shit? And then it came out and it's like, fancy that shit. And man, if that gets even nominated this year, I'm gonna be fucking annoyed as fuck. At that point, Guilty Gear Strive is my fighting game of the year. At that point,
actual like facts or corroboration of that. I'm just being told that it's a bad game. Don't play it. Well, what's bad about it?
There's no facts, no corroboration. So now, if you just say the game is bad, you have to come up with a fucking paper about why it's bad. Dude, look at the game. The animations look wonky. The music sucks. Dude, that Steven Universe stage is so fucking bad. I could rant about this fucking game all day. The game is trash. Trash. I would never give it to anyone. Free is too much. Too much to fucking play that fucking piece of shit. Just buy Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Buy a real game.
About it. Maybe because the connections are a little wonky and it drops, right? Or, oh, it's not as good as Smash Brothers. Well, no one's going back to fucking play Smash Brothers. The game is ancient now.
It's ancient. Says the fucking guy who plays Super Turbo, who would love to play Super Turbo forever. He was playing that 3rd Anniversary Collection for like 5 years. And that game lets you pick any fighting game to play online, and he would always pick Super Turbo. Sometimes Third Strike, but always Super Turbo. And this dude is sitting there saying, no one's gonna go back to Smash, it's ancient. As this guy was fucking bouncing up and down to play fucking Fightcade before he realized it had IP leakage or whatever the fuck. This dude is saying this as he said all that other stuff. This dude is mental. He needs to just find some bleach. He doesn't need any help. He just needs bleach at this point. Bleach is my prescription to him.
You understand? It's
you
old.
Understand?
No one is going back to play Smash. It's
no one.
It's a moot point. So there's another game from the past that's better than the current.
So if I load up Super Smash Brothers, I'm just gonna be in an endless queue then, right? Correct? Okay, sure, buddy.
Current one that's new. But this is the current one that's new. This is the one with the new content to explore that people will be talking about. Not fucking Smash Brothers from like 5 years ago. No one cares about that anymore. So why are we talking about Smash Brothers?
Whatever,
right?
Okay. Oh, because it's the meme. It won't be at Evo, so who cares? Even though like you could be a fighting game and not exist at Evo. I mean, again, it's not like Super Smash Brothers chose not to be at Evo. Nintendo forced them not to be at Evo. I mean, come on, think about that.
playing it. I'm not going back to it. I didn't really like it when it came out, quite frankly. All right? This actually appeals more to me. But
he didn't like Smash Brothers, but Multiverses appeals more to him. This dude, I hate him. I can't even say that without just getting raged, getting mad. Just saying that fucking sentence to mock is just enough to make me mad. This dude is so fucking lame and attached to Multiverse for no reason. The game sucks, Phil. I'm sorry. It's trash. It's the worst game out there, and I still don't know if you spent money on the beta. Does that stuff carry over? I don't even remember. I don't even know. I don't even care to know. That's how bad it is. I don't give a fuck.
that's the problem. People say, well, play what you want. Well, I want to play Multiverses. Oh, that game sucks. No one likes it. Don't play it. Okay. I guess that's the feedback I'm getting, right? Now let's talk about Hades 2. Hades 2, I'm really baffled at this one, okay? Hades 1 was a game that when it came out was PC exclusive for a while, if you remember, and then eventually it got ported to consoles. When it finally did, I finally had opportunity to try it.
On Game Pass.
Now, by the time that I had played Hades 1, it was already an old game, but I had to wait that long for it to be on console. When I played it, I ended up getting hooked on it and loving the roguelike formula. I was like, oh, this is actually really catchy. I like this game. It's addictive. It's interesting. I'm having a great time playing it. I had a great audience that would come and interact with me when I played it, give me recommendations for the builds and stuff. And it was a really fun time, okay?
One dude.
Knowing that Hades 2 was in development and everything, I was excited. Then to hear that it was only PC, I was like, oh, that sucks. Sounds like they're going to do the same thing they did with Hades 1 and take forever to port it to console.
I think that's not necessarily the case. I think they said that this time it'll be a little bit faster because they know. I think now they know that they have a base on console as well that loved Hades. So I think this one will be a little bit easier to just kind of do that because Hades at this point is established. It's an established game that people know that they love. I mean, I think it's not going to be that long to get on console, but whatever. Okay, dude.
Oh, guess what? I have a mini PC, and it can play Hades 2. And then Hades 2 Early Access just gets dropped in the middle of May as a surprise release. And people outright asked me, would you play it? I said, yeah, I would. We got to have a time when I finish up what I'm working on. But once some of these game playthroughs start wrapping up, absolutely, I'm all over it. Let's check it out. Why not? Right?
It wasn't day one then.
And so.
Look at this. Look at this. Multiverses. He played it the next day. Oh, I see that the attention has dwindled because it's not day one, and yeah, I get that. He plays Hades 2 after it released. Why is the attention down? I don't understand it. What happened? DSP. Do you hear yourself?
With Hades now out early access on PC, you guys voted for it, nominated and voted for it for my Indies Marathon. I think it was the second most voted game. The first was that Noita game, and this was number 2. Okay? So I'm like, oh, neat. All right, let's give it a shot. Sounds good to me. I liked the first one. Played it during the Indies Marathon. Loved it. Wow, this game is great.
Yeah, I love that he was like, let's give it a shot. If he loved the game, then why didn't he, play it day one? He plays all these other games day one, but Hades 2, he specifically didn't want to do it day one. Oh, for his indie marathon. Dude, okay. He has done marathons where he played the game in the marathon that he already started before, so why not do the same for this, where he played Hades 2 launch day, then he plays it again in the Indies marathon.
Play more, but I got to move on to other games today. But I even said then, let's put it into the rotation. And it seems like there's big pushback. Why? Because this is early access and the game's not done yet. I'm like, yeah, but how much content is in it? Oh, about 20 hours. 20 hours of content in a game, and you want me to play it? You want me to wait? It just seems like there's this weird mentality when it comes to PC gaming.
You told him not to
is there
play
some
it.
weird unspoken code that you don't play the game if it's unfinished or something? A lot of people play these games.
What?
In early access.
What?
The unspoken code. You want me to wait? It just seems like there's this weird mentality when it comes to PC gaming. Is there some weird unspoken code that you don't play the game if it's unfinished or something?
Oh my god. Dude, he played so many games that were buggy, broken at launch. I'm gonna use a example DSP would love, like Cyberpunk, where that game came out and it was very clear it wasn't finished and it wasn't ready to be launched, but they had to release it for X, Y, and Z reasons. Uh, and at that time, a lot of people said, wait until it gets patched and it gets more, to the point where it's finished. And then it got finished, and then people played it again, and they loved the game. That's probably the mentality that they may be applying to Hades too, but it's an early access game, so it's like, yeah, if you want the full complete game, then wait for it to be released. A lot of people in his chat was just and this might be him just reading chat and just not comprehending what he read, because he has very, 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 very bad reading comprehension skills. It's kind of embarrassing. They probably were telling him, yeah, this game is good, but I'm gonna wait until it's fully released before I play it or watch it, whatever the fuck, because you want to see the full game, which is an option. Again, no one is forcing anyone to play early access. Early access is really for people who really want a early taste of the game, or people that want to help out the development and try to like give them advice or whatever. There's a lot of reasons for early access, and why people play early access. This dude not understanding that it just blows my mind. He has no thought, nothing. But again, this dude's an idiot, a giant fucking idiot.
Or something. A lot of people play these games in early access, do they not? Why else would they offer it early access? I'm just.
He doesn't understand that these devs are very like receptive to feedback. That's why they do early access, so that they can see what needs to be improved, what people like, dislike, and go from there, and see where it takes them. But he would never know that because it never happens on console. So this is like a new territory for baby Phil. This is like brand new shit that he has to learn, I guess.
I don't get it. So I'm in a unique position, okay? I can play a PC game when it's brand new, white hot popular among the PC gaming community. I decide I'm going to do it, so this is an oddity for me, and now I'm being told you've done the wrong thing. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
No one said he did the wrong thing. He always takes it as people are telling me he's doing the wrong thing. This dude needs help.
I'm being told you don't jump on things when they're popular enough. You should do them as soon as they come out. Okay, I did. I'm playing Hades 2 right now. You should play more PC games. You don't play.
But he didn't play when it came out. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. It didn't happen. What?
Enough. Okay, I'm doing that right now with Hades 2, right? Oh, but no, you did the wrong thing. Last night when I played.
Again, this is one stream. One stream. And this dude is freaking out. And again, this wouldn't happen if it was a AAA release because, he loves slop.
Played Hades 2. We had less than 200 viewers.
It's so funny to me that the good indie games get this treatment, but the shitty ones, he does backflips for.
Okay? People that were there were engaged, don't get me wrong. But if it weren't for
they weren't engaged, now they are engaged? What are... This dude is like... Everyone at this point knows it's probably because he wanted $50 at least, even though like he has gotten so many streams where he got like less than 40 and he was okay with it, but he wants indie games to be a bigger success for some reason, for some unknown reason, whatever. And he wants to say that, but he can't because he doesn't want to be accused of being money grubby, greedy asshole. So he's dancing around it until you just fall for the pignosis.
a big tip that came in from one particular person who actually was someone who
So
had
what?
supported my original
So what,
Hades
Phil?
playthrough as well.
So what if one
That
person
stream would have been
supports?
absolutely dead for support.
So what?
I'm
So
not
what?
kidding you.
So what? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be fucking petty. Let's find this fucking clip. I'm gonna find it and we're gonna listen to it. I had it with this guy, and I guarantee he's talking about this fucking dumbass little bitch ass podcast. This little fucking shitty person. He doesn't. Man, prop to Q&A. That's not it. By the way, this is the dumbest thumbnail. By the way, because the thing is, this is a versus screen. What do you do for a versus screen? You don't look at the fucking camera. You look at the opponent. These people are. This guy doesn't even know how to do that correctly. Let's see. Where is this fucking Q&A? Hangout. I'm gonna find it. I'm committed to this bullshit now. That's not it. Because he literally named it. Where is it? I'm gonna find it. It's gonna show up. This is where we're at right now. This is what's going on. Live detractor roasting. Ah, yes.
All right, welcome back. Part 2 of this impromptu hangout session. Since we can't play Fight Kate ever, let's see what you got.
Okay. Wait, actually, let's go to Pig Go. Okay, not this one. I'm gonna find it. No, it's not. It's taking forever. Fuck it.
What you guys want to talk about? Oh, let's see. Have we ever tried pho? Yes, we have. We've had pho a couple different places around here. And most recently, we went to this place where they actually have like extra large bowls of pho. So we bought the large at all. That doesn't mean... Oh, wait, another... Okay, wait a minute. A notification just came through. Let me check this one. Fan base, when the success of your channel should say all there is to know. Because they basically have manufactured a narrative to try to justify their actions. So their narrative is this crazy. Just think about this. How nuts. They do it under a variety and...
Oh my god.
Office supporters stopped watching my content for the longest time, and now good on ya. Here's some support, right? So that's the thing. Like, these people, I say it like this: in life, it's a revolving door. You're not going to be popular all the time with everyone, but you're going to have people from different times that are going to be coming in and out of your life, as supporters, as fans, as viewers, as people who we talk to every day on the streams, and that's fine. That's to be expected. You know, when I was younger, I was the biggest fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd and the Nostalgia Critic. And then when I became a YouTuber, I stopped watching all of their stuff entirely. Every once in a while...
Okay, maybe this.
And he gets support because people genuinely find entertainment out of what he does, and that's why they want to see to continue, so they support it. Only reason... fan base. One of the reasons why I am still pertinent is the guy who doesn't give up and will be around forever and outlives everything.
Where is it?
And it may be inexplicable because I'm a small-time guy and no one really, you know, is in love with my stuff in the Ember Bomb bullshit things. That is their narrative, their fake narrative that they spin to try to make me look like a villain, and it's all untrue. Other stupid thing that you would say, it's bullshit, right? Okay. So I received an $8 tip from Jeremy. Thank you to Jeremy. And by the time that that's done, we're not even gonna have to...
Oh my god.
I received a $20 tip. Again. Okay. can't wait for the Elden Ring expansion. Thank you so much to the Blimp. I appreciate that.
Oh my god.
And
dude, this is what I
yeah,
need.
me too. Like, I think the Elden Ring
I'm,
is,
like,
for
scared
me,
to do
no
this kind of
no
shit because I
lie.
need to find it.
All right, no lie. There is likely that is the one big thing for me this year, right now. Like, out of all the stuff that's coming out, the Elden Ring expansion is the one big one. Like, there was Like a Dragon, and I thought that it ended up not being as good as I had hoped. I thought it was good. What's your point?
Oh, maybe this is it.
Example, sometimes you'll have $55 in tips, and 50 came from one person.
Here we go. Here we go. I found it. It paid off, baby. It paid off. Oh, here we go.
Doesn't that happen? Yeah, so what?
So what? So what? So what?
What's your point?
What's your point?
First of all, that doesn't happen every stream.
Doesn't happen every stream. Okay.
It does happen some streams,
It happens sometimes,
but it's not every time.
it's not every time.
It's not always the same person who would do that one big tip. The point that the detractors make is it's the same two people.
I'm losing it. I am losing it at this. This dude, you keep this stuff in track. It's really the meme of Charlie from Always Sunny just looking at a board with like points. But the thing is, instead of being a bullshit conspiracy, it's like actual like nonsense. It's like it, but real.
That's not true. Tonight,
not
there's a
true.
bunch of supporters, and they're all different. Tomorrow, there may be one big supporter on my daytime stream and a bunch of little ones, but then on the night stream, there may be a different big supporter and a bunch of little ones. Why does that matter?
Why does it matter? Why does it matter? It got better. It got better. This dude got told, well, what if one person supports it? So what? What's your point? It doesn't matter. It doesn't happen all the time. Blah, blah, blah. And it's fine. It's great. It's super de-duper. And why should you care? And look at him today. Look at this fucking piggy sitting there. Well, one guy supports. I can't have that. I die. I'm gonna die.
You. And if you don't believe me, check out the videos right now on the channel. Okay? Just look at them right now. 2 hour-long playthrough parts. New build. I unlocked new weapons, new build. Actually fought a boss and beat it for the first time. Fought another boss and lost to it. Those videos have 221 and 145 views. One of them doesn't even have a single like.
Whoa. Remember, guys, he doesn't care about fucking likes. He doesn't give a fuck. All right. Let's get back to this nonsense. I had to go take care of some business. You know what I mean?
So what am I missing?
What am I missing?
Because I listen to feedback. Okay? I do. I listen to feedback. I'm trying to understand what it is that my audience wants by listening to said feedback. I've been told, you got to play games when they're brand new and they're popular. I'm doing that. You got to play more PC games. I'm doing that. Right? You got to have more variety for your streams. Don't only play the big AAA mainstream game.
Mr. Variety Man is saying this, by the way.
That's too boring. Branch out and do other things. I'm doing that. And this is the response I get.
DSP always bragged about how he's a variety streamer. Oh, I play all kinds of games. I don't play just one game. And now he's mad that he's not getting rewarded for playing a variety of games. So then play Street Fighter 6 all the time. Okay, just do that then.
No attendance on the stream, no views on the videos, and everyone complaining I should be doing something else. So what's going on? Because if you can't tell, I'm getting mixed signals. And that's frustrating. Because, as you know, I'm trying to improve for the better. I am. I'm trying to put out content.
You know, this is the other thing I feel about these new waves of improvements he's doing. It's all to just hold it over his viewer's head. Because usually when someone improves their content, they usually just kind of do it and they're like, yeah, man, I improved my content. This is way better now. It's really cool and whatever. And they just leave it at that and you know, they move on positively. DSP will just use it to like hold it over his audience heads like, guys, I changed everything. I'm streaming at a better bit rate. I got a mic for Brian. I got this. I got that. And where's the support? Where's this? Guys, I did this and you didn't support it. And it's like, holy shit, dude. Like, relax.
That you guys want. This is not just me sitting here playing games for myself. If it were, then it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to entertain an audience, correct? This is me trying to put out content that is engaging, fun, and entertaining for you. You find value in it. Whether it's, you know, it cheers you up. It's riveting because you want to know about
Your
the game.
content
You're
does
learning
not
about the
cheer me
game.
up.
You'll
It
laugh
does
at my
quite the
rages and my
opposite.
fails, whatever it may be, whatever you get out of the said content, correct?
Oh, now we can love your
That's
fails?
what
Okay, cool.
I want to provide for you. And what's funny about it is some people have said,
Play ranked. Play Guilty
it's
Gear.
not about
It's meaningful. Guilty Gear
the
is
game, it's
meaningful.
about you and your personality. So if your stream basically fails, it's your
okay.
fault, right?
Wait.
The Hades stream
Wait.
is not about the said content, correct? That's what I want to provide for you. And what's funny about it is some people have said, it's not about the game, it's about you and your personality. So if your stream basically fails, it's your fault, right?
You already know he's mad about that. But the thing is, he says that his content is meaningful and all this stuff. If that's the case, right? Why isn't this a logical thing to say? Because he's gonna argue against it, but it's like, then what's meaningful? What makes this content meaningful? It's just a buzzword. And then it's like, well, you can laugh, and it's like, okay, but like, what are we laughing at? You're not funny. Not a lot of, I mean, only, like, what, Derek finds your jokes funny? And, like, you know, okay, you tell funny jokes sometimes, but that's not gonna keep an audience engaged all the time. Oh, this is a funny little image. This is like the paranoia seeping in. He's like, wait a second, where's the corner demon? I don't see him in the corner anymore.
The Hades stream, I literally sit here talking to people the entire time about the game, about other stuff. We're trying to have a nice social chill stream. I outright keep telling people I want this to be a chill stream. What happens? No one shows up. But if
170 to 190 people, no one. Cool.
Announced we're just going to do a chill night where all we do is talk for 2 hours, people would have showed up. That means it's not me. That means it's the game. Do you understand? Because if I can say I'm doing a chill stream tonight,
okay, but like get a load of this, right? We go to this dumbass little video that had the Pogger moment. The reason why this did better, is that, well, this is all layered with like him getting really worked up over a fight kid for really no reason. Whatever. But the reason why it's more engaging is because he's literally just forced to engage with his chat. Like, he has nothing else to do. He can't run into the game if he doesn't like what he sees. He's actually more engaged with them. Because he cannot play a game and do this at the same time. That's impossible for him to do. Like, you know, you're asking him to recreate the world at that point. I mean, I almost said, well, let's hear what he has to say after this. Maybe he'll say more funny stuff.
what is it? What? There's no point. You understand?
No point.
There's literally no point to saying one person did a big contribution and a few did a little. It doesn't prove any point at all. It's just like, you see, he had so few people who support him. Wrong. There's a ton of people who support me. A ton. That's how I'm successful. That's why I can have a stream with 300 people on it, but have a really good night. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not what these idiots say. It's literally a group effort among people who like different kinds of content. Right? So there's no point to what you're saying unless you can come back and actually say,
come back and have a point. Well, Phil, I got this video for you.
Tonight we talk for 2 hours and I get attendance and support. And if I say we're doing Hades 2 and no one shows up, it's the fucking game. And I'm tired of hearing everyone, you know, these idiots out there who just want to make everything about me.
But
Because
like,
again,
the thing is, it's two different content styles. Oh my god. It's two different types of like presentations. One is like you're in full screen, literally looking at chat, and you're forced to say more than just, oh, okay, Jade, see you tomorrow. Okay, Derek, have fun in Singapore. Whatever the fuck. He's actually more like, he's forced to like engage with them. When he's playing a game, it does matter how he fucking talks in his game. But the thing is, he's just a boring person. Like, look at the support of this. But if you go to any of his other fucking IRL streams, let's go to another random IRL stream. Let's just go to a random one. We're just gonna go to a random Q&A. Let's see. Let's go to the 4U. Maybe the 4U is gonna like do something for me today. No, it's gonna do nothing. But this is there. That's cool. Let's see. We're just gonna scroll and find some Q&A. Life's not a journey, just a destination. Okay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a late night hangout session here on DSP
God.
Gaming for May 18, 2024. It's impromptu. We were gonna do a game. Man, didn't feel like it. So
Meh.
Am I caught up in Invincible? No, never watched season 2.
Never watched it. Okay, so you got $102. Wow, what a successful stream. Let's go to another one. If there is another one. Yes. Part 1, Part 2. Let's just go to Part 2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Late Night Chill with Phil,
like the,
Part 2 for May 8th, 2024.
Okay, so let's skip ahead.
It's funny because...
Oh, $45 out of 50. Wow.
Again, people who make documentaries out me with titles like 10 Years of Failure, correct?
Oh, and we're still talking about
As you can tell, that title bothers me. You want to know why? Because if I did all the things...
Okay. I'm not doing this. We're already talking about his failure today. But, like, dude, he's already, like, doing a presentation to the question. But this is, which is completely different than playing a game and then, like, commentating as you're playing the game. Like, dude, come on.
Again, their narrative is that I'm just a fucking horrible content creator and a scumbag, and there's no way anyone could possibly like my content, right?
Dude, you had $35 out of 50. You said, oh, no one cares, and this and that. You went Chicken Little on the fucking stream of one stream. Then you're like, well, we'll see how it goes on Tuesday. So it kind of leads to a very disingenuous situation where are they supporting and engaging because they like it, or are they doing it because you cried about it? Like, but he doesn't see it that way because he's like, well, then these people really showed up and cared. I'm just stating observations, man. But if I told you, well, guys, if you don't show up tomorrow, I'm gonna, like, fucking Minecraft myself. Someone may say, oh, shit, Theo might do it. Oh, I gotta, like, get in there. It's like, that's not gonna be very genuine. Like, you know? Come on. Come on now, dog.
It doesn't make any sense. There's no logical, factual basis for people are saying when they say shit like that.
But these are all subjective. That's the other thing. Me saying that he's a boring, dumbhead piece of shit, that's just my subjective opinion. That this dude sucks. I've went through all these videos, and my opinion did not sway at all. Like, this dude is such a piece of shit. He went from saying, so what if one person supports to one person supports and that's bad. Like, dude, do you hear yourself?
And I'm tired of it. I want to put out stuff that people want. I don't want to be wasting time. And here's the other thing. Play what you like. I really like Hades 2. I do. I like it just as much, if not even more, than Hades 1. I'm really enjoying this game.
But...
And I'm playing it and loving it. No one shows up.
Oh. 190 people,
okay?
No one.
So at this point, it's obvious.
It's obvious.
We need to have a reevaluation of what I'm doing on the content in the streams because I want people to show up. I can't be playing shit for myself. And the feedback that I've gotten is not very good. Play games when they're new. I am doing that. Play more PC games. I am doing that. Play more indies. I am doing that. It's not working. None of that is working. Those are the streams that are the worst.
Oh my god.
So, don't... When I get told...
Dude, Hate Army, yet again, the goat of edits. Look at this. I was watching this, like, offhand earlier, and I look back and there's, like, the 3 fills. Little spoiler alert. And I did not notice that it just happens during the video. Like, just... The other heads start to show up. Oh my god, man.
Told, don't play more mainstream AAA games, then why is it when I play mainstream AAA games, more people show up?
Because they're easy to
Right?
oh my god.
I mean-
Why do more people show up at AAA games? Man, it's almost like they have better reach and better discoverability versus an indie game. Dude, think about what you're talking about, stupid.
I don't get it.
Which also doesn't make sense because he also has complained he's playing AAA games and I don't get views and this and that. He's had these rants before. These rants keep happening, and I don't know what's causing it, man. What could it be?
It just seems like the amount of feedback that I get is so wire crossing that
What?
there's no way to determine what I really should or shouldn't be doing. Right now, I've got a lot of people who've been screaming, bring back Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We want to see that game back in the mix. That's great. Where were you when it was new?
This is bullshit. This is such bullshit. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. When the game came out, he was telling his audience, saying, this game is going to be put on hold because I need to finish Baldur's Gate and Like a Dragon. It was sentenced to be on hiatus without any say from anyone. Like it was fated to be on hiatus. It was fated for it. He tells them it's gonna be on hiatus. It has to go on hiatus. I have to finish these other games. It's gonna come back later. It's gonna come back later. Blah blah blah. And now he's saying, "Well, where were you when it was out? Why do you guys care? You know, why are you asking now? DSP, you put it on hiatus." And like this, it got Dying Light 2'd. It got Dying Light 2'd, where he made it so that you're forced to not care, so that way he will just drop it, and it will be your fault. It got dropped and no one else, despite the circumstance around it, where he said he was gonna put Rebirth on hiatus because there's too many RPGs and he'll get back to it once things calm down. Things have calmed down. Guess what? He won't go back to it because he deemed it no one cared. When other people has asked for it to show that they care, well, it's too late, or it's gonna come later. It's gonna come later. It's gonna come later. Later has come, and now it's where were you when the game was new? DSP, they didn't have a say when you put it on hiatus. They're asking when it's coming back because they were so stupid. They thought when you said it was on hiatus that it was going to come back. No, this is the same old habit he did in the past. We're just repeating past mistakes. And DSP, Mr. Oh, don't ignore the past or you'll be doomed to repeat it. Guess what? He's doomed to repeat his past mistakes. He's only one depression away from fapping. But this dude literally has done many playthroughs. This guy of 5. Yakuza Kiwami. I think Dragon Quest Builders 2 also fell into that category as well. Dying Light 2. And I feel there's more if you really look into it. Zelda Skyward Sword. Another one where he said, I'll go back to it later. It's on hiatus. We'll get back to it later. And it never came back. And he said that it was boring and blah, blah, blah. He said, and that's what happened with Final Fantasy Rebirth. He said he was going to go back to it. His audience believed him foolishly, and then got surprised when he said that no one cares and we're not playing it ever again. The end. Bye-bye. Cloud sucks. Bleh.
Literally, we had a stream of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with less than 200 viewers, with no one engaging. I was basically playing the game for myself. No one was talking.
He said that that no one was talking and all this stuff because guess what? He kept saying it was RPG overload. There's too many RPGs. No one is caring about this because of the other RPGs. So I'm going to put this on hiatus because there's too many RPGs. Things have calmed down and now we'll never go back to this game because no one cared when it was released, even though he told everyone when he was playing it, it's going to be on hiatus to finish these other games. And people were burned out because of RPG overload. It's almost like the RPG overload thing was complete bullshit. It's funny. He says this stuff, but it's another nonsense thing where he had podcast segments. He had a fucking image made to illustrate RPG overload. And now we're just forgetting that he had these little dumbass rants. Because guess what? It was never about the too many RPGs. It was just no one cared. And therefore it's the viewer's fault. Fuck this game. and he dropped it. RPG Overload was just a convenient excuse for him to drop Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and then say the real reason he dropped it was because of the viewers, not because he wasn't happy with it and he just dropped it. It can't be his fault. It's everyone else's fault. Yes.
Talking in the chat, or if they were completely disengaged and weren't paying attention. Oh, but then if I do a random chill night stream of me just hanging out for 2 hours, everyone's here and having a good time. So it's not me, it's the games. You understand what I'm trying to say to you now?
Yeah, you want to know why? But the thing is, again, the other thing that this fucker is omitting from all this, again, it goes into the presentation thing. When he's playing these fucking games, he tells the chat to talk about him or the game, which is very limiting and makes it very boring if the game is boring or whatever. It just highlights the bad aspects of any game. Honestly, that's why when you have games with set pieces, flashy lights, and this other bullshit about it, there's more to talk about and more things that chat can talk about. But when a game just is a game and that's all you're focusing on, what are you gonna say? What's there to say? But the thing is, you see other people. I've seen people play Final Fantasy and it wasn't, oh, I'm bored. Oh man, I saw Rocco play Final Fantasy, the Yuffie DLC. At this point, I beat the Yuffie DLC, so I wanted to see how he played it, and it was interesting to listen to. He actually talked about the game. He talked about all his other stuff, and it was more fun. I go to him playing Rebirth. Okay, wow. You know what? Fuck. We're just, we already derailed ourselves a little bit. Let's just go to a random Final Fantasy video. Let's just go. And it's very funny. He made it just before the fucking beach scene. Very funny, huh? So let's.
Well, everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
$50. He got $50. Correct. So people loved it, right?
It's been a few days since we last played, and arrived here in, I believe this is called the Crow's Nest.
Yeah, the Crow's Nest. Indeed.
And that's where I just came from. Yep. Or not. I can't tell. It all looks the same, so I can't tell.
Wow, man.
Did I come from here or not?
Where he's just walking in circles. But it's the game's fault.
I mean, if not,
why is this the game's fault? He's the one playing. He has the controller. The game has all this other stuff to it, and he's just walking around. But it's the game, guys. The game is making it boring. Not that he's just doing this shit and walking around just where am I going? Where do they want me to go? What do I do?
Then what? No, I guess not, because it's a dead end. There's nothing here, so what's the point of this area? Again, I feel like there's stuff that's supposed to be here that's not here yet. Maybe I have to come back here later for a quest or something.
Okay. Oh, quest. Huh. Weird. This is... How... Why are you enjoying this? The game is boring, guys. Look how boring this is. The game is making it boring. Not Phil. Phil isn't the one that's bored. It's the game. Look how boring the game is. Look how he's playing it. Look how he's playing it. What the fuck is he doing?
Ooh.
Oh, monsters! Is he gonna fight the monsters?
Neat looking flying creatures and the new tower.
Are we gonna fight the monster?
How do I get down there? Because look, there's stuff there I haven't done yet, and apparently there's a treasure I need to find. Fight? One of two.
Okay, we're still on the map. Okay, maybe. Okay. Okay, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna fight? Are we gonna fight the thing? Okay, maybe we're gonna fight it.
A tower.
Okay, we are gonna fight it. Okay.
Good to go.
Dead silence, by the way. But it's the game. The game needed to tell them how to talk. The game just say, Phil, now say, what a combo. Now say, I'm gonna do, magic missile.
Weak to wind. Everything's always weak to wind.
Or are you gonna use wind? Everything's weak to wind. Okay.
I actually want Punisher bonus.
But he's not even looking at his chat. He's not responding to them. And you know what he's saying? The chat isn't even engaging with him when he's playing this game. Okay, we're gonna move a little bit ahead. Let's find a place where he's just like walking around. Again. Okay, he's looking at chat in this little preview. So what's he talking
Walk
to
up
chat
here,
about?
and maybe just all connects, perhaps. Perhaps. But let's do the
Perhaps.
Moogles first.
Okay. We're still not looking at the chat. Okay, we looked at chat. Okay.
Baguette. Thank you
Baguette.
for a super chat, Baguette. What a nice
Okay.
name and what a delicious food.
Delicious
Put
food.
you on the leaderboard, Baguette.
Okay. All right. Is that
Crap.
all you got to say? Like, I find it hard to believe.
Do we have to do that Moogle minigame every single time we go to a...
It's so annoying. This dude says, well, no one's engaged. Blah, blah, blah. But there's no chat, so I can't, like, even see what he saw at the time. But I'm assuming the chat's the same shit as it is every day. Where it says people LARPing, saying dumb shit every day.
Go to a new Moogle house? We have to chase the Moogles?
But this is what he offers. But it's the
I'm
game.
not complaining if that's the... Oh.
Where is this?
I'm not complaining if
what
that's
do we
the
do?
case.
Is this gonna be boring? Or
We're
are we
gonna
gonna
do
do
the Moogle house
this?
first.
I don't want to be bored. We gotta go here first. We gotta do this. Okay.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
boy.
Okay.
X-Shooter, how's it going? Good to see you. How you been?
How you been, X-Shooter? Okay. The rhythms
Excuse
are
me.
there.
Sorry about the disgusting belch. Hopefully it didn't sound too bad with the new filters on the mic. Okay.
Okay. Wow, man. It was definitely the game. Definitely. How many views did this get? 648. One comment. I can't wait to play this game. Well, I hope you like it.
This is the state of the industry at this point, is that the games that are coming out are not engaging enough for a live stream. They're just not. Yeah, you might like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for yourself because you sat there and you grinded through this insanely long RPG experience that's a big narrative and has all this side content. But for a stream, it doesn't
not even
engage
that
anymore.
long. Again, like, you don't have to do the side content, but he wanted to do it because he knew in advance that the Queen's Blood thing was gonna be a mandatory thing in a later chapter, which is so funny that this dude's like, I play games cold, I don't know anything, I don't spoil, and yet he knew about a chapter where you just join a tournament of Queen's Blood, and I never did the Queen's Blood stuff. I did like 2 missions, maybe 3, and I just I had a lot of money, so I just bought random packs that were on the boat, and then I just played and mashed to win pretty much. Like, I don't fully understand the game, and I didn't care, and I won. And this dude just did every single one because he wanted to get the cheesy stuff so he could just win easy, or whatever the fuck.
More. These kind of games are too common. They're a dime a fucking dozen at this point. There are too many of them this year. They don't work. They're boring. I agree. I totally agree. All right? But then when I try something different, that also doesn't work. So what is the future here? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to give up on playing video games. That's ridiculous. If it's diversity and I need to bring...
It's so funny he says he won't give up on video games, as he said in the same video that the stuff that wasn't video games did good.
break my content up more, then we should do that. We should do different kinds of variety of content. The problem is, I've tried that, and also, people complain about that. Don't you remember that last year I launched a channel called DSP Reacts, and the whole idea was that I was going to do less gaming and more React-style content?
Oh my
So I got a weekly
God.
show called DSP versus the Internet where I react to clips. I was doing big React events once a month or once every other month, where I was reacting to documentaries, I was reacting to other YouTuber channels and stuff like that. And what was the feedback that I got last year? Oh, stop doing that. It's not as entertaining as you playing games. Play more.
Dude, because like if it wasn't drama videos where he just LARPed as a concerned citizen about these other lol cows, he would watch like other videos where it's like, well, I'm gonna talk about like why the boat sank, why the Titanic sank, and like no one knew the real reason. The captain was like, fuck this ship, and he decided to ram the iceberg and said lol at the end.
Play
I don't
more
know why
games.
that's-
I'm
why
not
you
kidding.
want
That's
all
the
this.
feedback I got. That's literally the feedback that I got. And I'm like, so okay, we'll stop doing
It
the
wasn't
long form
my
React
fault.
events. Instead, we'll play more games. But now we're in a situation, it doesn't matter what game I play, half of them don't stick. So what exactly is the problem here? I'd love to hear that, I'd love to hear what we need to do in order to figure
Like,
this out.
Oh, and I got a question. if it's the game, right? Then what game works? And why didn't you play more of that, right? Correct? So, let's see. He said Fallout 4 works. Street Fighter 6 is working. So maybe what he should do is play more fighting games and play more Fallout games. I don't know. I don't know about that one, but he could maybe play more fighting games. Boot up Guilty Gear. I just want to see him play. He could play as Potemkin. Sure, why not? He's a
Right.
grappler.
What are
He
we
has
gonna
juicy
do?
moves.
What games are we gonna play? What content am I
You
gonna
might
put
love
out?
the,
I'm
the super
here and I'm
guys.
all ears.
The grapple
I will
super,
do
that
whatever
is.
people want within reason. I'm not going to completely change who I am as a content creator. I'm not going to start making drama videos. Okay, I'm not going to start slamming other YouTubers and being a piece of shit to other people to get by and get off on that. I don't step on others for success. I never will be that kind of person. So if that's what you're looking for, you're
But
absolutely
he
in the
kind
wrong.
of does that. He kind of does that though, because he brags about how his content is better than everyone else because they're fake. He calls other people fake, and he's sitting there saying, "I don't shit on other people." Okay.
Spot. Okay? I'm not
Okay.
getting into politics right now. Right now, politics are such a fucking hotbed of drama and emotion and rage, and a lot of people.
Dude, he did a political take, and I'm not even gonna watch it. It's just so bad. It is so fucking stupid what he was talking about, and it was just like it was like missing the point. I mean, just to give like some kind of insight about it, he was one of his big concerns is that if the Democrats go after Trump, well, that could happen to them too, man. Okay, but like, shouldn't we want our government officials be accountable, right? Correct. So like, like we like, yeah, sure, it's Trump went through court. He was found guilty on these these accounts, right? Whatever. If Biden, I mean, I guess at this point Hunter Biden, but let's say Biden is found of being guilty of stuff, I would also agree that he should go to court and all this other stuff. So I do think that the reason why this Trump trial is important to people is that it could lead to a precedent of either that we can finally see that we do hold our presidents accountable for actions that they do, or we're gonna see that they're gonna look the other way for Trump, and then that may lead to more corruption. We'll see where it goes. It's a very like um uh shaky place because it has never been done like this. The only thing that's been close to this, aside from Watergate, is Bill Clinton, where he was found doing shit with other women, and Bill Clinton's Bill Clinton. He's gonna just do Bill bullshit.
A lot of people are really upset with what is going on right now
Really
in the realm of
upset.
politics.
Why?
I
Why are
am
they
not going to
upset?
touch that with a 100-foot pole. I don't want to step into there because once you step into that arena, you can never step out again. Do you understand? So no, we're not doing that
But like the
easy
thing is
bait.
like, come on. You gotta stand up for what you believe in, Phil. At one day, someday, you're gonna wake up and realize I have only one life to live, and I believe in the pigonomics, where all the money goes to Phil.
Drama content. I'm not doing that. You know what my realm is. You know what my forte is. Gaming.
So
And so, hanging out.
This is gonna be a poorly aged segment because he's saying my forte is this and that, and then he's gonna open his politics channel next year because he wants to do his little autistic yearly announcement or yearly channel reveal or whatever the fuck. Because he did DSP Reacts beginning of last year, DSP Throwback at the beginning of this year. So yeah, he's gonna do 2025. At the beginning of that year will be DSP politics. If not, then it's gonna be the beginning of 2026. It's gonna be a beginning of a year. Not in the middle of a year. That would be stupid.
Hanging out, social streams, and reacting to some extent, right? We know what my forte is. But the question is, what is it exactly that I should be playing then? And I think this year has been a very unique year where, sadly, there is no answer that's a definitive, everyone agrees answer. Last year there was. The year before there was. There's always those games that resonate, that everyone wants to see. And this
What?
year, besides Elden Ring DLC coming up, is there any others? And that's really the problem about 2024. We've gotten now to the point in gaming where gaming has become so much about making money, printing the dollar, that most of the games coming out are uninspired, unfinished, bloated, repetitive, grindy, samey pieces of crap. They're not unique gaming experiences anymore that you absolutely want to see your favorite content creator play.
Grab some popcorn.
Instead, what do content creators have to rely on?
Look at
Viral, quick, independent games that blow
Dude,
experiences
listen to
anymore
this.
that you absolutely want to see your favorite content creator play. Repetitive, grindy, samey pieces of crap. They're not unique gaming experiences anymore that you absolutely want to see your favorite content creator play. Instead, what do content creators have to rely on? Viral, quick, independent games that blow up in popularity.
Viral, independent, quirky games. Okay.
And jumping from
And again, this isn't him shitting on other people, by the way, obviously.
one to one to one to one to one. And that's not who I am.
Who is doing this? This is really like, again, I'm now demanding like DSP wants us to provide proof when we say, oh, this game is multiverse sucks. We need to come up with a fucking paper like outlining why it's bad. But this guy can just say this shit without any proof or corroboration. Who are these streamers? And so what? Okay, they play a game, and then the next day they play a different game. Wow! DSP, isn't that what variety streamers do, like yourself? I mean, doesn't he just go from game to game to game to game? Think about it like this. He's playing Fallout 4 today, tomorrow's playing this other game, then the day after that he's playing this other game. That's not bouncing from different games. And this dude is like is saying it's so bad that they're bouncing to other games. Then if they decide to play one game, oh, they're pigeonholing themselves. They're only playing one game. DSP, you're also the same kind of people you bitch about who give you mixed signals. DSP, go find bleach, find some Clorox. I'm sure Kat has some spare Clorox in her fucking gamer nook.
That's not the kind of person I am. That's not the kind of creator I am.
I'm telling you, Kat is big because she comes home to this. She goes home from a shitty job that's retail. So I mean, you know that's you know, putting you in a bad mood already. She comes home to this. Like, dude, I'd probably be obese too if I had this to be my partner. If I married this man, I'm already like, you know, fucking this way. Just watching a video from him, but living with this, I'd be scared of my health and what would happen. So I mean, Kat needs to get out of there. That place is toxic.
I mean, you all know that. I don't like those stupid viral trending games that you play for a week and you drop and ignore it like they never existed. You know, the fucking Pal Worlds and shit like that. I even tried Pal World.
This dude cannot mock Pal World when he fucking played, and the only reason why he dropped it was that he couldn't name the pals. He couldn't name them. So he dropped it naturally. And then they're gonna add it later. Too little too late. Where have I heard this before?
We saw what it was. It was dead within like 10 hours. There was nothing else to do, you know? But this is just constant. This is what has happened with content creation recently. The gaming industry, I feel, is in a big spiral down. And it's because of the people in charge. These doomers saying, oh, gaming's going through another crash, man. Like, dude, are you only playing fucking AAA slop? Like, yeah, sure, it sucks that, like, there's all these layoffs, but there's also other companies still making games, too. Like, it's just, it's not so black and white and one-sided as these doomers want you to think. I mean, sure, it could happen. Anything can happen. Like, come on. People in charge don't want to make good games. They just want to make games that print money for investors. It has lost its way. Because when you do that, you don't have unique gaming experiences anymore that people want to see or look forward to, right? You don't. You don't at all. And what ends up happening is they have to now have people shill their games out and lie about them and say that they're...
It's so ridiculous that this guy went on and on about how video games make more money than movies. Oh, man, look at this.
Great, or have an NDA where they can't even fucking criticize the game.
He was so happy that games are making so much money. Now it's like, it's a bad thing that they make so much money. Man, it's almost like you're just jumping up and down for CEOs making a lot of money almost.
Until the day the game comes out, but they can play it 2 weeks early. It's like, what? What kind of a game industry do we have right now, right?
Dead Island 2. Why are they
So here's the
bringing
deal.
Dead Island 2?
Let's reassess.
Whatever.
Right
Let's
now.
reassess.
Let's hit the pause button. And let's figure out together what we need to do to get people interested again.
How
Okay?
can we get more
Right
people
now,
to
Fallout
come?
4 is working. Street Fighter 6 is working. I'm not changing that. I mean, I even have plans to do more co-op. I have an announcement that it looks like by the end of this week, I'll be doing another co-op session with Brian. We're going to test out the PS5 mic
Oh,
in Street
boy.
Fighter 6. Probably Wednesday night. It's not 100% confirmed yet, but we're leaning towards trying to do it Wednesday night. Another private lobby with me and Brian playing Street Fighter 6, and now with me with the
Oh,
reduced input lag and a
fun.
microphone. Okay? So that should be coming probably Wednesday
Man,
night. All right?
people
So
are
that's
gonna
cool.
love
Right? That's good
that.
news.
Dude, it was so
But outside of
bad.
that, the way I see it, we have 2 games in the rotation
Like,
working, Fallout 4
man,
and Street Fighter 6.
it's
We need to
just
find other
sad.
games. If
Like,
you guys at this
and again, like Brian made fun of DSP a few times. He left that he got paid 2K, but I also wonder if Brian was more laughing at the fact that his audience was dumb enough to do it, or that DSP did the thing. Because if you listen to it, it doesn't really sound almost it doesn't sound like he's shitting on DSP and more laughing that his audience was that dumb. And again, like Brian, you watch this guy's content, you talk to this guy multiple times. I don't think you're in a position to kind of have a superiority over DSP's fan base when you've worked with this guy. And it also makes Brian look less respectful almost for many reasons. One being, like, why is he hanging out with DSP? Like, why now? Like, it almost comes off that he just wants to get some clout off of DSP. And people are gonna say, well, what clout is there to get? Well, it's the same amount of clout that James Jake Lugo really wanted from Phil. These kind of people are just thirsty for any table scraps of attention, and they'll take whatever. And DSP is that whatever, and they'll do it because, again, you see Tolo, for example. He started seeing DSP was saying weird shit. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna fucking talk with this guy again. And then that suddenly became, see, he didn't want to do shit with me anyway, or whatever the fuck. The trolls poisoned Tolo, even though DSP did that himself.
at this very moment, okay, are telling me multiverses is not of interest to you, then I'll say, listen, that's sad to me
Listen.
because I'm enjoying my time with the game. I wanted to play more characters. I wanted to learn more about it, and I wanted to give it a shot. But if you guys are outright telling me you are not interested in multiverses, then we'll drop it right now. Okay? I'm not, again, a game that I'm liking, and I would like
this
to...
attitude is like a parent or a teacher or whatever telling a kid, like, if you don't like this, we'll stop it right now, man. Like,
play,
okay.
but I acknowledge that I can't just sit here and play what I want to play all day. For any business is like that. If I was a chef working at a restaurant and all I wanted to do was make pork chops, so all I did was make pork chops, and my customers coming in were asking for spaghetti. Well, I refuse to make spaghetti. All I like to do is make pork chops. What's going to happen? The customers are going to leave.
I can't believe this guy said this example because it also debunks what he said earlier where, well, people say that it's too late. No, moron, it doesn't matter. But now, but with that same allegory, well, if you didn't offer the other food, spaghetti, for years and ignored people asking for spaghetti, why would they come back now that you started selling spaghetti? Oh, okay.
Because they wanted spaghetti and you refused to make it. You have to give to your customer base what they want. So if I like multiverses and I like playing multiverses and I want to keep playing it and learn more, and your answer is, I just don't like multiverses, it's boring, it sucks, then I'm not going to play it. If that's the determination that we're coming to today, that's sad because I like it. I like it. I want to keep playing it. I feel like there's more
Look how
there.
dependent this guy is about everything. He can't just play a game. It has to be such a fucking leech relationship. It's not even oh my god, what is the word? Now I'm blanking on it. Oh my god, synergy, whatever the fuck. Symbiotic. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. It's not even a symbiotic relationship. It's just a one way. He just wants you there and you just enjoy that Phil is sucking in your money and your attention.
And
I
it
don't
will get
know.
better in time as they improve the game or whatever. But if we got to get rid of it, we got to get rid of it. It sucks. I've only done 2 streams of it, but it's life,
Recently.
right?
That's life.
So what can I do? All right, now, in the case of Hades 2, I think this is even more sad because unlike Multiverses, where people are on the fence about if it's a good game, I think that people can all agree Hades 2 is a great game. Correct? I think we all agree. I love Hades 1. Hades 2 is just an improvement on 1. I don't have a single complaint about the game so far. I'm loving it, and I want to keep playing it. But if it's literally the least attended, least engaged, least supported, least viewed game that I've done in years, then I shouldn't keep playing it. I should do something else with my time.
This dude literally brags how I don't need massive attention to play a game. Look at me, man. He gets Hades 2 is the game. He wants to drop it immediately. This dude, man.
Correct? And now I've done 2 major streams of it, or excuse me, 2 night streams of it, I should say, and it has not done well. It has not. In fact, it's getting worse. The more I play it, it's getting worse. Last night I couldn't believe because I'm playing it, and there's like 3 or 4 people in chat who are regulars who are talking with me. Okay, I'm like, okay, this is great. Where's everyone else? Why is it, this is supposed to be like a late night chill stream where we talk, we hang out, we're social while I play. I'm thinking we're gonna have conversation, we're gonna have fun. No one's talking. The chat is not.
This dude has said many times, it doesn't matter if if I'm streaming to 10 people, I'd still be doing this or whatever the fuck. And look at him now. Look at your boy.
It's not moving in 3 minutes. There's not a single line in chat. What the fuck? What the hell's going on here? So then I go and look, and it's like less than 200 people on the stream. What the hell happened? This is Hades 2, a brand new PC game that people have been yelling at me to play new PC games.
He didn't play it day 1 though. Obviously.
So. Oh, my nose itches. So.
How members work?
You gotta figure this out.
Argentina ruined member polls, stupid.
I want to keep playing Hades 2. I really like it. I do. Now, I know it's not done, but we're only about 5 hours in. We keep playing it. We got, again, there's 15 to 20 hours of content in this game that we could play through before we say, okay, let's put it on hiatus until they finish more of the game. Right? And by the way, I'll definitely say this. I know this is a unique situation because it's an unfinished early access game, but there's no reason to put a game on hiatus like that, or not to put a game on hiatus like that and go back later. I think it would work. But plus, because this is like a late night chill stream style situation, it's not a huge deal.
Get a load of this shit now. This dude is now saying, well, it's okay if you put this on hiatus. My God, what are we complaining about? What is the point? What is the point? He's like, makes this a big deal, and then pretty much says it's not a big deal. Okay.
I don't think Hades 2 is ever going to get a bajillion viewers or anything like that. I just want people to show up and have a good time. And it seems like people are actively staying away from Hades 2 for some reason, and that I don't understand. Okay? Excuse me. Now, I'm just going to say one thing, okay? Because there is one line that I keep hearing.
Oh, boy.
That is the most ridiculous thing ever. Oh, Phil, but you have to understand, when people asked you for that stuff and you didn't give it to them, it's too late now, right? So people always wanted PC games. People always wanted the new games when they're hot. And
it's like a restaurant, correct? Where people wanted spaghetti. They wanted spaghetti. But you are not making spaghetti. You're making pork chaps. Right? Correct?
Hype. And people wanted the indies. Well, you never played them. So now those people moved
and he never made spaghetti, so they leave the restaurant, correct?
on, and, now, you don't have that audience anymore. Well,
and now when he made spaghetti, the spaghetti heads are gone. But, again, he just said that example. And it's like, well, see, if I don't offer this, then the people are going to leave. I don't offer this thing, and now that I'm offering it, people don't show up. Huh? Oh my God.
Well, the question is, did I ever have that audience? Because I never played that shit. So what?
So then why should the pork chop restaurant owner, whatever the fuck, care about the people who want spaghetti. He never made spaghetti. You see, the guy only made pork chops. So why should he now decide to make spaghetti? His customers aren't spaghetti heads. They're obviously pork chop nuts. So why should he make spaghetti, stupid? Like, you see how stupid this dude is? We're already to the point. He's already contradicting his own fucking statements in the same podcast. This is a red flag for a lot of people, and when you look at someone's mental health at this point. Like, this dude is losing it.
So what are you talking about?
What are you talking
That's
about?
the dumbest line of reasoning I've ever heard. Because you didn't give it to us immediately the second we asked for it. People moved on and don't want it anymore. No, I didn't give it to you at all. So when you asked for it, you were actively asking me to.
Dude, these people.
Second we asked for it. People moved on and don't want it anymore.
They asked about the indie. Let's even humor this, right? People asked for PC games from him for like 5 years. You know, let's say 5 years ago, people asked, and he said, "No, I don't have the PC to make it." Blah 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 blah, and then they leave. And now he wants to make PC games. So how would they figure that out that you're now playing PC games, DSP? Do we all get emailed about what you're doing? Like, will I get an email saying, Theo, Phil is now playing Guilty Gear. He's loading up right now. No, because I don't know what he's going to do if he does that. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't give it to you at all. So when you asked for it, you were actively asking me to change the content I was doing to give you what you wanted. So now I've done that, and now you're not here, so you're a liar.
What?
That's the difference. You're
Wait,
full of shit.
What?
Actively asking me to change the content I was doing to give you what you wanted.
They asked for PC games.
So now I've done that.
So he didn't, but now he's done it.
And now you're not here.
And now they're not here.
So you're a liar.
Huh?
That's the difference. You're full of shit.
Okay.
This is not an audience of indie-loving games yelling at me to play indies. This is people saying we like Phil's content, but we want to see him branch out and play indies. So now I'm doing it, and now you're not there. So you're full of shit. That's what it is. It's people who are completely full of fucking shit. I'm tired of this line of reasoning, because here's the truth.
Oh my
is that in
God.
life, what you're going to find is that when you grow up, and I mean this too, people really should.
And then he talks to you like you're a fucking child. Again, he got so fucking butthurt about the fucking old lady at the hospital talking to him like they never heard what a panic attack is. And this dude. What? What is the context of this? What is the I just got a text message. I just want to see what the context is. Oh, okay. No, I think I know what it is. I helped someone play Wordle today, and I figured out the answer, and they were like, "Wow, you're a pro." Ah, yes, I am a pro. Oh man, that threw me off.
Really should listen to this. When you grow up,
Oh yeah, he got mad at the fucking old lady talking to him like a fucking idiot, and he's sitting there telling you to learn that patience is a virtue. DSP, you're a piece of dumb shit fucker. Fuck you. This dude literally is crying that no one showed up to his precious little stream. You only had $170. Oh my god, 170 people and $35. And this dude is griping about this, is telling you about patience is a virtue. You know what else, DSP? You're gonna learn this the hard way, apparently. You're not entitled to shit. You're not entitled to have 200 viewers every night stream. You're not entitled to get $50 a stream. So why are you entitled to get that for Hades 2? What is so special that Hades 2 is entitled to that? You're not. So why are you complaining? Why are you whining? It does nothing for you when you complain like a little baby. And this dude is telling us about patience and virtue. Fucking choke on fucking bleach. Just chug the whole thing at this point.
up, and you truly become an adult and you become mature. And it's not about age, it's about mental maturity. Okay?
Oh my
when you
God,
become mentally mature, you
This
will
dude's
understand.
a mental nobody. A mental fucking baby. This dude has the mental health of a fucking toddler. This dude is like the Benjamin Button of aging mentally. He starts off as maybe it'd be really funny if he was more immature as a child, and he just gets more immature as he gets older. Like imagine young Phil was more like normal and like well adjusted, and then like the older he gets, the dumber he gets. Like when he becomes like 80 years old, he's an infant. And this is what Kat's gonna have to take care of. She married this, by the way.
Stand something. You cannot have instant gratification for
And this
every
dude has so many DoorDash stories about how they didn't give me my food on time. They said this time they came too early. They came too late, man. This dude is doing all this shit, and he's berating the audience that they have no patience. Dude, choke on bleach. Just drink the whole gallon. Get 2 gallons. I'll buy you the gallon. I'll send you some Clorox, buddy.
every single thing in your life, especially entertainment, but in general, just in general. All right, with everything in your life.
What
we have an entire generation of people on this planet who have been coddled, spoiled.
Oh my God. Coddled and spoiled, dude. Fucking shut up. You complain every day. Every fucking pre-stream, you have something to bitch about. You have to be told like a fucking baby how to fucking connect a microphone. This dude doesn't even know that you can have the one mic connected to Discord and to OBS and work at the same time. You don't need 2 mics. You don't need whatever the fuck he thinks. And you can have the audio of Discord go through whatever the fuck. He could also do PlayStation chat where he could talk to Brian that way. That Netflix he has a microphone. He can have the audio go through the TV. There's all these solutions. And this dude can't figure it out because he's such a fucking dumbass. And he's like, guys, we live in a coddled society. You live in a fucking baby house. This dude can't even do laundry. This dude was hyping up Kat because she likes to cook and clean. I just really want everyone to think about the fact that he rushed Kat in because he can't fucking cook for himself.
And treated like special snowflakes. And they actually believe that if they don't...
This dude's talking about snowflakes as this guy is sitting there saying that he deserves to get 200 views on Hades 2 and $50. And that we should all like bend over backwards for Phil playing PC games. This dude literally spent the first half of this video saying how big of an achievement it was that he's finally playing a PC game. He wanted to get rewarded for that. And now he's saying that we're entitled. Oh man.
They don't get something the moment they ask for it, that is a slight against them. And now they've been wrong. And how dare you?
Listen to
and
this.
they actually believe that if they don't get something the moment they ask for it, that is a slight against them.
No. No, they ask, oh, okay, can you do PC games? No. Oh, okay. And then they move on. Like that's what happens, DSP. Like, if you go to McDonald's, correct?
Let's say you go to McDonald's and you go there, you're like, okay, I would like to have a Whopper.
And they say, no, we don't sell the Whopper.
Ah, okay. So, and then then I leave the McDonald's and I go to Burger King.
Like, come on, dude. Does that make you an entitled baby? No, it doesn't. Another winning face that a mother can love.
And now they've been wrong. And how dare you not instantly do...
It's not about being wronged. This dude really takes like any negative and he amplifies it to something that it isn't. They're just saying, oh, you're not doing this? Okay. And then they move on. And then when he's asking, what's going on? Why is no one showing up to Hades 2? And then someone says, well, it might be because that they're watching Hades 2 on someone else's stream because you didn't offer it like day one. That's not being entitled. It's just like he doesn't know the space he's in. He's doing content for the internet where everything's a click away. Like if you're not doing something, there's someone else doing the thing that you're not doing. Like, come on.
Do what I want at a moment's notice and drop everything at my beck and call and serve...
Again, this dude also said Helldivers 2 didn't have enough content, so he dropped the game. Come back to me when there's more content. Oh, this game didn't deliver this on time. Broken promises. Too Little Too Late Man, all this stuff. This dude has his own fucking segments where he demands stuff. This dude has no room to talk about this.
Serve me like the dictator of the fucking planet. That's not how fucking life works. In any situation, you will not get instant gratification at all for anything. It's about patience. It's about hard work. It's about dedication. It's about sticking through tough times until you can get to the points in your life when you get what you want. Because then when you get it,
this is fucked up. Listen to what he's saying.
It's about hard work. It's about dedication. It's about sticking through tough times until
that is for you. That is for you. You have to suffer through Hades 2 making only $35 at 170 views. So then the next day you wake up the next day and you may get $100 or whatever. That's just the grind. That's on you. The viewer doesn't have to suffer. Like, think about it. He's saying that you have to suffer through whatever DSP does to get to the good stuff that DSP will put out. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? If I have to suffer to watch something, I'm just gonna kill myself. Not literally, okay? I mean, you know what I mean? This is what I mean. You watch DSP long enough, you're just gonna lose it at some point. This dude is insane.
Until you can get to the points in your life when you get what you want. Because then when you get it, it has meaning. Because you suffered through the times you didn't have it until you finally earned it.
Enough of this
you
negativity.
understand that?
I just can't believe this is like concentrated toxicity in one little video, and it's like we're like not even we're like halfway almost. And what sucks is I have to like go somewhere within like 30 minutes. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this video, which would mean I would have to watch it again. No.
Most people don't. Again, there's an entire generation of people who don't get this concept.
It's insane.
They literally,
it's like you have to suffer to watch DSP's content to get to the good DSP content, which is like insane to say. Like, why would anyone want to do that?
Think, well, I demand something right now. I didn't get it. Fuck you. Downrate, hate, shit on, berate, deride, and crap on and say it's bad. No, you spoiled fucking brat. That's not how life works.
You're crying about a stream that didn't get $50 and 200 views. That's not being spoiled. You're literally crying about it. Fucking move on.
I've been married to my wife for 5 years. We haven't even gone on a honeymoon.
Oh,
I don't even get to spend.
Dude, this dude thinks it's so special for him that he doesn't go on a honeymoon. I'm willing to bet that there are other married couples that didn't go on a honeymoon that may not have been able to afford it. DSP, you're not a special little snowflake who can't afford to go. And this dude is saying that other people are snowflakes. Dude, fucking lose yourself in some bleach. Get some bleach. Please.
Much time with her at all because
bleach.
I'm in this fucking room 6 days a week, full time streaming for you guys. You think I'm happy with that? No, but I'm stuffing it out.
Dude, this dude hangs out with his wife for dinner. After the night stream, he goes hangs out with his wife. Dude, he spends time with his wife. Dude, shut up. Shut up.
Instant gratification now. I want more time with my wife. I want to go spend a vacation with her right now. I can't do that. But I understand as a mature adult.
But like, these are not comparable. One is like you're comparing casually viewing something to a job. Like, if you're gonna make that comparison, why should we think of watching your videos as a job? Holy shit,
I tough through times that are rough, that eventually at the end of the tunnel there will be a light. There will be a time when I'll be able to spend that time with her, where we'll have a good time together. But I need to tough out the tougher times now. There's a lot of factors in life you don't control. I don't control the economy. I don't control fucking inflation. I can't make those things go away.
This dude literally says, no, inflation doesn't exist. How does other streamers make money? How does Cold Stone Ice Cream make money? My God, man, just fucking, like, shut up. This is stuff that you don't say out loud because it's not the responsibility of the viewer. And he always hides behind, I'm just stating a fact. Why didn't you just state a fact about Bleach and how it tastes?
But if I tough through it now and I get to that at the end, that moment when I get to spend some time with her will be all the more fucking meaningful because I didn't just get it right away. You get it?
You get it?
In the case of me as a content creator, all right, I don't have the ability to just do everything instantly. I wish I did. I wish that I was a giant streamer and a giant content creator and I was rolling in dough and at any moment I could just upgrade everything. But look at the
man.
jumps we're making in the last year to year and a half, correct? Take a look at the improvements.
I don't want to, like...
Look at the visual quality of this podcast.
Dude, you had years to do these improvements. I'm sorry. This isn't, like, something you can flex. I mean, come on.
Podcast. And the background, everything I listened to, your feedback to improve everything.
You mocked the
name, the
background.
board,
You said
everything,
that-
right?
Oh my god.
Quality of the streams, right? How much better it is.
Okay, we're just gonna...
Style show. Now I do it every day. But these are things that took a while to get to. Do you
Why?
understand?
Why did it take so long, right? Like, what took so long? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Oh god, the red fill is really, it's like a scary face. Like this is like nightmare fuel.
These are not instant changes, instant gratification, instant wish granting.
How is doing the podcast not instantaneous? How could that not have been instantaneous? He already sat in front of the mic to talk. He has the camera in front of him in 2017 when he did these pre-streams. Like, dude, this isn't like an argument. This is like this nonsense.
That's not reality. All right? You wanted to see me play indie games, great. But understand, I didn't have the means to do it. We had to get to a point.
He didn't have the means to play indie games. He didn't have the means. He never released indie games on any other platform. He has skipped indies for years. Like, people were telling him to play indies on consoles. He would never do it. But now he's saying that now he can't because he has the mini PC. This is such a load of bullshit. Like, this dude, come on.
A point where I could do it. Well, now I can do it. Well, now I don't want it anymore. So what are you, 3 years old? You're gonna fucking pout and stomp in the corner and cry like a little baby? Oh, I didn't get it right away. What the fuck kind of mentality is that? I mean, oh my god, that is so ridiculous and so unfucking stupid. And cry like a little baby. The means to do it. We had to get to a point where I could do it. Well, now I can do it. Well, now I don't want it anymore.
He could have played indie games for years. Never did it. Had to be forced. Like, when A Plague Tale first came out, he didn't play it initially. It's a $40 game, by the way, when it came out. Someone had to give him $400 in tip money. Like, all at once for him to even consider playing it. Like, think about that. Hades 1, it had to be on Game Pass, even though he could have bought the game, because people were talking about this game when it was on Switch. Didn't want to play it, had to wait for it to be on Game Pass. He could have bought it at any time, and it was like $25. Like, this doesn't make any sense. When people are like, oh, why do you play PC games, and all this stuff, like, why didn't you play Hades 2 at day one? He has literally said, I can't afford to skip games on day one because no one's gonna care after the fact. And now this happens. My god, dude, you could just find rants that literally contradict this. It's insane.
So what are you, 3 years old? You're gonna fucking pout and stomp in the corner and cry like a little baby? Oh, I didn't get it right away.
And again, you want to listen to this? You want to watch this guy? Like, this dude is, like, so grateful for his fucking audience, but he talks to them like this. Dude, like, come on.
What the fuck kind of mentality is that?
And again, this is the guy that got mad at Bad Bunny for saying a Twitch sub is $5. And he's talking to his audience like they're fucking babies. Like, fucking choke on bleach.
I mean, oh my god, that is so ridiculous and so unfucking stupidly mature.
Unfuckingly stupid? Whatever.
It's amazing that I'm getting that kind of feedback because I didn't instantly gratify you. You moved on. Well, that's funny because you commented on my video and left
DSP wanted Halo Infinite to have all this content update, have all this DLC. Well, they got it, and he said too little too late, and he never went back to it. He just cried about Helldivers 2 not having a lot of content in it. Like, dude, you just complained about these games not having content in it. And now you're saying other people are being demanding, wanting you to have more content in your videos? Like, dude, you're hurting yourself by just talking like this. Again, he is contradicting himself at alarming speeds. At alarming speeds.
The feedback. So you didn't move on. What happened is you didn't instantly get what you wanted, and then you got wrapped up into a hate group who doesn't like me
What
and
did
derides
you
me every day.
ask?
You're
Like,
a
this
loser.
dude asked about why is no one coming by. A dude gave him a possibility, and he's yelling at that person like he's the one that believes this almost, or like is the one that didn't show up. Dude, what are you talking about? You're yelling at an innocent dude at this point. This dude just has such a bad anger problem. Like, at least for me, my anger is just a reaction of what he is saying, and not just I'm reading something and I'm just interpreting it wrong.
Okay? You're a loser. If this is the situation you're in, you're a loser.
You're a loser.
And now you sit here and you only come back to make fun of me and say all the things that I'm doing wrong. Correct? You're a fucking loser in life. All right? You need to fucking move on. Either move on from watching me, or you need to stop hating on me on a daily fucking basis. All right? Here, the truth is, in the last few years, I've done so many improvements. I'm changing who I am. I'm becoming a better creator, a better person. I'm listening to feedback. That's why, in a situation like Hades 2, I'm scratching my head. This is directly the feedback I have received. Play more PC games. Play games new when they come out. Play more indie games. Do interactive streams.
Yeah, just because they say that doesn't mean you're entitled to their money. This dude just cried that about all their people being entitled, but he's saying this stuff and he's like, where's the reward? Pretty much. Like, dude, do you deserve it? What did you do? Did you again? And this guy says
No one should do charity and brag about it.
and yet this dude is bragging about the little fucking things he did, as if we should all kiss the fucking ground he steps on. Fucking come on, man.
Everything different, everything better. Go to do it. Oh, guess what? You fucking fucked up. It's terrible. We're not going to show up.
You
This is bad.
fucking
What
fucked
are you
up.
talking about?
What are you talking about?
I don't get it. And that's what I need. That's what I need to figure out.
Dude,
Okay,
literally,
I
may
do.
have
I
to
need to
cut
figure out
this.
what is going wrong here. And if the answer is, oh, it's
There
because
may
you
be
didn't
a
give us
part
instant
two. I mean, this video's
gratification,
already, like,
then
pushing
just
4 hours.
go away. No one in life is ever going to give you
Go
instant
away.
gratification.
You should go away.
You're probably one of these people who sits around on fucking social media all day bitching about every little thing. Oh, they spelled my name wrong on my fucking coffee cup at Starbucks. And, oh, they didn't have my color of hair dye at the store, so my day is ruined. Fuck off. No one cares. Reality
This dude
is
has
that
complained about so many other things.
Guys, something really fucked up happened. I'm not gonna talk about it because it's like really like fucked up, and I don't want.
So, like, if I'm mad at you, don't worry about it, okay? I'm just like, just be careful, okay? I'm just really pissed off right now, and I don't want to take it out on you. Something really fucked up happened. Okay, dude.
is that I am someone who's going to appeal to a different kind of audience than I did 10, 15 years ago. You know, young teenagers don't come to watch Dark Side Phil.
Is that why
You know,
they can't?
this is more of a
Yeah,
mature
Sonics
audience,
can
people who've been
handle
around for a
slow
long
play because
time.
they're
And
mature.
now you want to hang
makes
out and
sense.
have a more reasonable,
Just don't think
chill,
about it.
laid back situation. Now, there's situations when it's not like that. If I'm playing, you know, Elden Ring or I'm playing a fighting game or whatever, you get more stress than that. That's cool, right? That makes sense. I get it. That's the kind of content, the rage-inducing content, that's also
man.
entertaining. And that's fine. But the point is, I'm not the same guy I used to be. I'm a different kind of content
I
creator.
really thought I would
Again,
be done
more
with this
laid
video
back.
by now.
That's
Like,
kind of the
I'm
kind of stream I'm trying to put
surprised
out these days.
that I
right?
managed this. I mean, there were a lot
So,
of pauses in the
in
recording
my
because
opinion,
a lot of bullshit happened. But
All right? I feel like
mean,
what's happened
come
is
on.
you get a whole generation
Come
of
on,
new
man.
people who just don't get how life works. But is it their fault? Sounds to me like they've been taught to think this way. Right? You know, when I was growing up,
man.
I was fucking lucky to get anything. There was no instant gratification. You guys know the story. When I used to go to a store,
Dude, imagine you're watching TV and then like the CEO of like HBO, David Zaslav, everyone's favorite CEO, comes on the TV and says, "Guys, why are you changing the channel? We made product for you and you're not buying it. You're not watching. What the fuck? Are you entitled? Why are you switching to Showtime? Why are you doing this, bitch? Come on. Like, come on, man.
store with my
Come on,
parents.
dog.
All right, let's say we were going to a store that had a toy department. When we first got into the store, I'm a little kid sitting in a shopping cart. My parents would push me to the toy department,
You
and we'd
can't
go.
walk?
And my parents would say, "Select an action
This
figure."
dude is 6 years old. He couldn't walk on his own. They had to put him in the cart and push him around. Man.
Philip. They called me Philip. It was always Philip. Okay. Okay.
Do you also
And I
have
would
a
look
helmet?
at the shelves at all the action figures, and I would say, "Oh, here's one. I like this one," and I would grab it. And for the entire shopping trip in that store, I would stare there and look at the action figure. I'd read the whole back. I would imagine in my head, man, if I had this, I would go home and play, and I would play with my other figures. Here's how it would go and stuff like that. And then my mom and dad would shop for about an hour, hour and a half.
Oh my god.
Right? And then at the end of the shopping trip, my parents would say, okay, it's time to go back. And we go back to the department, and I would put the action figure back. And my mom would explain to me very matter-of-factly, you can have that later. If you're a good boy, if you behave, if you get a good report card, maybe if it's your birthday or Christmas, that's when you'll get that. You don't just get that today just because you want it. You get that later when you earn it. Oh, okay.
But
and then we
here's
would leave.
the problem, Philip. Here's the problem, Philip. You asked for feedback. People gave you the feedback, and you never really once said, we'll do it later. You just said, like, this is just fucking bullshit. There's so much bullshit in this. So much. Like, dude, come on. Come on, man. It's like, people ask, are you going to play Hades 2? Later. Then they'll just find someone else who's playing it now. You're on the internet. This is completely different. It's not comparable. And again, like, I don't think you should have the relationship with your viewers on a reward basis. That I should feel rewarded that he's playing a thing I want him to play, because that's kind of like just not really good or cool. Like, I should just play whatever, and then, like, you know, if I ask what you guys want me to play, then I'd consider it. Like, you know, Retro wants me to stream Final Fantasy VII Original, and it's like, okay, I guess I could do that. I could think about doing that and all this stuff. I'm not gonna do it and then be like, okay, Retro, I rewarded you with this game. Where's my reward now? Like, that'd be kind of fucked up. You know what I mean?
And then if I was good, when a holiday came where I had a good report card or something, I did something nicely, I would earn it and I would get it as a reward. That's life. Okay? I wish that I were a...
The other thing that doesn't add up is that he didn't have a PC that could stream and capture during this time, right? He just got a mini PC, like, in August. When they were asking him to play PC games and he would say, no, I can't do it, he never said, I'm gonna get a mini PC in the future, guys. Don't worry, it's gonna happen in the future someday, maybe. Just sit tight. No. They're just like, okay, he doesn't have a PC. Okay, oh, this guy's playing a PC game. I'll just watch that. Like, that's it. That's all that's going on. Like, you can't really be mad that they moved on because you told them no. And if it wasn't like, oh my god,
a ginormous streamer who made tons of money for you, because then I could do whatever you want. Anytime a viral game came out, I could drop money on it and we could play it for 5 minutes and either laugh at it or crap on it. And then we could move on to the next game. I wish that I could buy a high-end gaming PC right now and we could play every game at absolute top levels. I wish that I could do all... I don't. That's the reality. Reality is, I'm a normal dude like you, who just sits here and streams all day and has a good time with an audience.
Do you?
I'm a very down-to-earth guy. I don't live in the clouds. I have no aspirations.
Down to earth, as he talks to you like you're a fucking baby. Yeah, sure you are, dude.
Aspirations to be a super popular guy or anything like that. And I think that the demands and the things that are thrown at me are so unreasonable at this point that I'm getting fed up.
What's unreasonable? What is unreasonable? He had a mini PC. They say play Hades 2. He didn't play it day one. He waited until another day to play the game. So it's not... So how is it unreasonable? It's not like Hades 2 is some mega expensive game that he couldn't play. What was he playing when it came out? Fallout 4 and what? I don't even remember the other game he played. Street Fighter? Wow, he couldn't take the time to play Hades 2? Wow.
I get feedback like, well, you didn't immediately give us what we wanted, so people moved on. That is the fucked up, most ridiculous, spoiled, entitled, really unreasonable, disconnected from reality style answer I could ever hear.
How is it disconnected? You're doing streams on the internet. Do you know how many people are streaming? How many people are uploading videos? You don't think that maybe they'll find someone else? That they'll just wait until Phil is gonna play it? Like, what if they have other people that they could watch? This dude is so dumb.
Not life. You'll never get that. If that's what you're seeking, you'll never get it unless you go to the super awesome fake streamers who are rich because they take every sponsorship opportunity and they kiss so much butt, and every piece of content they put out is a piece of shilled content, but you're too dumb to fucking realize it. Go watch them. They're rich. They can roll and dough and
now
do whatever
we're
you want.
stupid. Well,
You ask
like,
them to play a
dude,
piece
what
of
are we
shit, they'll play a
doing
piece of
here?
shit, and then they'll drop it in 10 seconds, right? But that's not DSP gaming.
Okay.
It's never been what I've been about. Since the moment I started on YouTube, it's about passion. Passion for games, passion for life, just hanging out, having a good time, but also feeling like we're friends and we're sitting on a couch together playing games.
I would
having
not
so-
want to feel like this dude is my friend. Dude, I would not want that. Like, if this dude came up to me and talked to me like he was my friend, I'd say fuck you and fucking choke on fucking Clorox.
social experience and enjoying it because of our common admiration of the medium.
Oh my
right?
god.
That's what it's always been about. Not about making a buck, not about shilling, not about this, not about that, not about instant gratification because you like a certain kind of game. It's about reality.
Dude.
All right? A lot of
my
people
God.
have come to my
There's
streams
so much you could say
in the
about
last many
this.
years because they want to
It's like
disconnect
condensed
from all the stresses.
nonsense.
Why am I not doing the easy mode content right now? Why am I not talking about fucking Donald Trump? Why am I not fucking doing hateful content about other YouTubers? Because that's the easy shit you can hear in every other fucking stream. Every other lowbrow idiot who has no fucking talent or intelligence in their fucking head, but they still need to make a buck. That's what they do.
Man,
I don't
dude,
need to do
you
that
wanna
shit.
do political content too in the future. Are you gonna say the same thing then? What if someone says, "Well, Phil's doing political content now because he needs the money"? No, and if you're saying that, no, I am doing political content because you asked for it, and I'm giving you a meaningful experience. I'm not saying Trump bad, Biden good, Biden bad, Trump good. I'm actually giving you balanced takes. Like, dude, shut up. Shut up.
I don't want to do that shit. I'm different. I'm above all those fucking people. Even though I'm way below in views and popularity, the content is above what they do.
You're amongst
You
shit.
understand? Fuck those people.
You belong in
You don't want
shit.
that. You want to come to a place where you can be isolated from that crap and just have a good time. You're already bombarded with that shit everywhere else. Why would you want that on everyone's stream, right? So, I'm happy to be different, but I need your feedback on what it is exactly you want from me. Not just play whatever you want. Okay, so we'll play Multiverses, we'll play Hades 2. Oh, no one showed up. Well, then what do I do? Right? I can't just
Then
play what I
figure it
want,
out.
but I also can't listen to the feedback I'm getting because the feedback also is not working. So
Then why
what
don't
is
you
it that
listen
we need to
yourself?
play? That's
Why
the
don't
question.
you make the
okay?
decision?
So like I said,
You're
Fallout 4 is
42.
working. All right? Street Fighter 6 is working for sure. But what else do we play? If the feedback is, hey, Multiverses sucks, don't play it again, we'll drop it immediately. It will suck for me because I like the game and I want to play it more
Okay, we heard
if that's
this
what we need to do. Fair enough?
multiple
Now,
times.
in regards to Hades 2, that's going to be a harder hit for me because I really like the game. All right? But
Dude, I think we've seen this video at this point. He's just repeating the same thing. So I do have to go. I'm in a figure drawing class. I am not the model. So no. So I gotta get going. So thank you for watching. This is all like a 3-hour video epic, I guess. We didn't even finish it, so there will probably be a part 2 because I'll finish this, and I have other videos on deck. And I think he talked about this again on today's podcast, so maybe it will like round itself off at that point. But thank you for watching and sticking through this video. This is very long, I know, and I know that I don't like ending in the middle of a video, but what can I do? I am a aspiring artist. I need to go to figure drawing so I can draw better and get good, as they say. I gotta just try to draw good, okay? That's the key. You can't just learn. You just gotta be good. You just gotta draw good, okay? But thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and bye bye.
I feel the vibe.
Oh God.
Time to skedaddle on out of here.
All right, bye.